bad winter storm. If I disappear on you, I am so sorry. Hopefully we'll keep the power on at least until after stream. Not that I want to lose power at all. Let me find Urza Esports. Let's go. Urza Zayn. There he is. Alright, and let me find him on my screen. Down in slot 15. Ooh, that was kind of quick. And there he is, last match top fragger. And here we go, headed into match number 2. We're coming in from all the way up in that northeast edge. Camp Militar, going down and across the map to the western wall. Just to the west of Ladrilla. We are going across the top of water treatment, not too far north from San Martin. And look at all the players coming off that plane. Ooh, we're gonna have some chaos up here in this Camp Militar area. As you can see, we've already got a couple of teams headed over to Camp Toramunda. We got them coming on down. I don't see really anybody right here with Urza though. Urza coming on down. So nobody going to Camp Militar. So let's get up and over here to Team Fab. Team Control Star, as they are coming right in on top of Region 8 Gaming. You can see Region 8 Gaming they are pretty spread out. They are all angles over here, and Team Control Star is all right here in a cluster, which may be good, maybe not so good, but it does look like they are getting quite a bit of loot. I'm going to keep an eye on the map, get a good idea where everyone went. It does look like we've got Eternal in San Martin with Condescending. It looks like we got a couple of teams going past Monte Nuevo. So they went on down, and neither one wanting to drop down. We got the Fallen Angels over here with Team Control in Monte Nuevo. In just a moment, I'll go ahead and put that map up so you can see we've got a very central zone. We're going from La Gabaria down to Los Leon. Team Control. Ooh, let's check in on Star over here. See what the Star is doing. He does have that Uzi. You guys know that the Uzi can be really good for hot drops, but he does have all of them coming right up and in on him. Star getting one of them knocked, but now he's got to reload as the rest of them are coming up and around. He does have Yu Shen with him, so now Yu Shen also trying to hold off the push by. Woo! So now Region 8 Gaming, I think they are down to just a solo bag in it. Oh, let's see. Oh, Star with the 1v3. You are my Star. Alright, so let's go. Let me go ahead and put that map screen right on back up there. And you can see that we've got the fight between the Fallen Angels right on over here in Monte Nuevo. And so here you go. Parola. I found Parola. Here they are for the Fallen Angels. They're trying to hold off the push. Ooh, down to about 5 HP. And so they do have one elimination. They did lose 4-4. And we are still... Whoa! Look at that. Coming right up and in onto Team Control. There goes JPK. And they should be able to get Mel picked back up. Yes, they are already in the process of picking Mel. Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday night. We are with NABS Winter Finals. This is week 4, and our teams are getting sweatier. Whoo! Let me show you the teams we have for you tonight. In slot 3 will be Team Control Star. In slot 4, to be announced, last week's big winner. Slot 5, Team Control. Slot 7 are the Boba Lovers. Slot 7, still moving under gunfire. It's quite a name, guys. Quite a name. Still moving under gunfire with 2 of them from the Golden Eagles. And hey, look at that. Slot 8, Boss Esports. Slot 9, Crowns Esports. Slot 10, Vitality Pros. Slot 11, Almost There. Slot 12, Equinox. Slot 13, The Chosen. 14, Scenaria. NA. Slot 15 are the Golden Fire. Let's go. Slot 16, Eternal Esports. Slot 17, Almost There Academy. Zoomy, I see you. Slot 18, Made in Nepal. Slot 19, Extreme Slayers. Slot 20, Silent Esports. Hello, Emperado. And then 21 are the Panthers. Hello, Asta and the Cat God. There we go. Hello, Traps. Look out for VP, guys. There we go. VP. Is that who you want to jump with? Let's see. It's slot 10. Slot 10. Let's see. Can we figure out which one is you, Traps? Which one is you? Alright. Kelita. Hello, Kelita. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Hope everyone is doing great tonight. Happy Sunday night. Ooh, it's brand new year. I like it. So far, it's been kind of bumpy. A little bumpy here and there. But, you know, we're rolling. It just keeps rolling, even if you're just barely hanging on by 2 fingers. So, let's see. Who should I jump with, Traps? I think I will jump with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, 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 Mo. Maybe Zilla Traps? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Mercury, I do like the cat. Come on in, guys. Grab your sweaty towel because we are getting ready to start. We're 1 minute past hard start, and I think we should be starting soon. As you guys can see right there, our beautiful host Sarah is disconnected, so hopefully she'll come back to us soon. Come back. Let's see. Oh, she says she's starting, so she's somewhere. She's on Discord, guys. I need a new chair. Is this chair not the squeakiest thing you've heard lately? I move one way or the other. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Let me check on this. Yep, it looks like we are good. Good. Alright, guys. Are you ready? I'm ready. Do you guys see the little SpongeBob dance going? Although I'm tired. If I tried to do the SpongeBob dance, I'd probably end up on my nose. Doing a nose stand as the nose crushes into the floor. Not a pretty sight. Not so pretty at all. Alright, so... Klaus, I see you. We got a couple blazes in here. Hello, Carito. I see you, Carito. Valak, I see you coming on in. I see you guys. I see you. We got some big names in here tonight. Mashushu. Alright, so let's remember this name. Still moving under gunfire. SMGs. Oh, Havoc! Look at that. We got some Havoc in here. Oh, this is gonna be sweaty, guys. This is gonna be really, really sweaty. I'm excited. We have 5 sweaty matches tonight. A couple of Erangel, a couple Miramar, and of course the Rondo. Rondo. Alright, so here we go. I think we're starting now. I think. I just saw a flash of it. There we go. Let me get that map screen up there so we can all keep an eye on that flight path. I'm not playing tonight. Aw, traps. Boo. I'll still jump with your team though. Team 10. Virtuous Pros. Or Vitality. Vitality. I'm sorry, Traps. I'm sorry. I'm so used to that EU team that it just popped out of my mouth. Alright, so let's jump with Team 10. And we're going to jump with, let's go with Mercury. There we go. And let me switch the flag. I'm going to, hopefully, it's the last time I said that. I go by Passion. Ooh. Got some passion going on, Traps. Vitality Pros. Vitality. Traps, if I call your team name wrong, I'm so sorry. Got a lot of stress going on. My brain, you guys already know. Yeah, you guys already know. My brain and my mouth, they don't necessarily go together. Alright guys, here we go. We're coming in from that Milta Power Peninsula, going up across the top of Shelter, along that western Yasnaya Bridge to the Coops compound, all the way up over the top of the car spawn in Saverny, out to the other side. Hello, CLO. Hello, CLO. Good evening. Happy Sunday night. Looks like we got one team headed on down off the plane so far. The Extreme Slayers. Looks like they're going to take over that Milta Power Peninsula area. Nobody jumped at Milta. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright guys, let's see. It looks like VP is jumping with all sorts, Traps. You got, look at your mini map. Let me show you the mini map really quick. Look at this mini map. There are teams everywhere. Let's go. So now let's see. Hello, Mars. So we have Team 8, which are Boss Esports, and Team 11 almost there, coming right on down. But it looks like Mercury should be able to go ahead and get some loot. Let's see. It looks like they mostly separated out. So now we do have 3 teams up in Yasnaya. We also have almost there Academy, right in the middle of Team Control. That Team Control Star, guys. Team Control Star. Looks like we got some craziness going on over that boatyard, and our very first zone is over towards that western edge, just skirting around Saverny all the way down to Ferry Pier. So we're not going to military base at all. But let's go. And Silence. Oh, we already have a fight over here in Pachinki. Let's get on over to the Silence over here. Emperado. I just saw something going on with you. We're on Nicroy. They are over here with the SMGs still moving under gunfire. So it looks like Vegas is having some issues over there. Let's check in on Vegas. And Vegas going down. And they were only a 3-man team coming in, and now Nicroy. Nicroy is the last one still standing down to 1 HP. As all the SMGs are coming up and right and around him, he is just waiting for one of them. He didn't have a vest and only had a level 1 helmet. It looks like Havoc got knocked, but Shoo getting 3 of those eliminations. Alright guys, let's get on over to the boatyard, because I see some chaos going on over here in the boatyard. Let's see what's happening here. We've got 3 teams here. We do have To be announced, Boba Lovers and Team 14 Scenaria. So let's go ahead and check in on. Hello, Valak. Valak, get yourself some gear. Get yourself some gear. Crowns and Silas. Oh, for Team Control, they are in a fight as well. So now let's see, where's this fight going off? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know where they went. Oh, Crown's right over here in North George area. Go Panthers! Go Extreme Slayers! Ooh, we got it. We got people everywhere. Chosen and a BE Noob. So we do have some chaos going on, but they were able to get on out of there. What is happening over here? Looks like their teams are coming up and in. So Crowns are doing just one. We got Shags up to an elimination. Let's go check in on Yasnaya, because Yasnaya also has several teams. While we check in and around, see what's going on in Yasnaya. I'll go ahead and put that up there. Chosen, all 4 of them have an elimination already. So we must have lost a team, but we've got Chosen over here with Team 11, which are the main almost their team. And then we also have Team 16 Eternal Esports over here. So I'm not sure which team we lost. Let me scroll through on the back side. Scroll on down and see who we lost, because I did miss it. We lost Team 8, which are the Boss Esports, and we did lose Silent Esports over in Pachinki. We saw that fight, but we did not see the Boss Esports fight, and they did go out to the Chosen over here. What Jaff said ×2. ×2. Hello, Haley. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Ooh, the Panthers are in a fight. Let's get on over to the Panthers, find out where they are. Where are you, Panthers? Where did they go? There they are. They're over here in Georgia Pole, South George. So we do have the Panthers up to an elimination, and let's see, I only see the Panthers here. I'm not sure who was over here with them. I believe it was Team Control, though. I think, yeah, one of them. We did lose Silas, and then we lost this guy right here. He may be AFK, but I can't click on him. So now Team Control is down to just one player, and I did see that the Panthers took out Silas, so Silas must have been up there. The Bobas, oh, so we got that fight going on over here in the boatyard. Let's get on over to the boatyard. Gallagher, and seeing nades going off in my face by you. So Gallagher is over here pushing right up and in onto to be announced. Merritt, though, Merritt is down to 1 HP, and it looks like he's got Valak right there. Ooh, Valak. I do see, it looks like Gallagher is still coming up and around Valak, getting ready to throw that nade over. Oh, he found G-Muck right there, and right out through the window he finds Valak, and we have Blaze. Blaze is right across from him. Where is Claus? Claus, where are you? It looks like we lost Claus along the way at some point. I did miss that one, though. I did miss that. So let's see. We do still have Team 14 over here as well. Let's not forget about Scenaria Esports, and let's see. It looks like Merritt is right on over here. Merritt trying to push right up and in onto. Ooh! Uh-oh! Blaze not playing, guys. Is Blaze gonna get a 1v4 over onto the Boba Lovers? The Boba Lovers all pushing right up and in, and he's got 3 of them down. He's got Gallagher on the backside. Gallagher being very careful. Knows that Blaze is not to be messed with. And Squad Wipe 4 to be announced. Blaze, there is your squad wipe, your very first squad wipe of tonight. And of course, it's Blaze. Unfortunately, very devastating for to be announced, because now they are down to just a solo player. We still have 16 teams in it, and we are only in stage 1. And it does look like he's got another team coming right up and in on him. The Golden Fire. The Golden Fire, you can see right on top of the Y in the yard. That is the Golden Fire coming up on the Blaze. So we got to keep an eye on that. But I will put this map up there because our zone is getting ready to pop in just less than 6 seconds now. So let's see where we are headed. And we are headed, so we're coming down to the south side of the zone. So we still have Pachinki and the boatyard here. So Blaze, be careful. You are out there. You are out there, and they may be able to see you. Let me see if I can scroll this in a little bit better. If you guys pay attention, that you can see that we do have the Chosen up by Stauber. They're coming in. It's kind of hard to see that light gray on the blue background. Sometimes I miss it myself. Alright guys, let me go ahead and figure out where the next fight's gonna be. I feel like we got a fight going on over here. Maybe not. Almost there. Oh, yep. Dr. Bunny. Dr. Bunny getting taken out, and I didn't click on him fast enough, guys. Dr. Bunny from Almost There does get taken out. The rest of his team all the way down by Pachinki now, but we got a cluster headed over here by the slaughterhouse. So we do have Team 7, which are the SMGs, still moving under gunfire. It's going to be a lot of words from my mouth to try to split up, separate out. And look at this. We got Team 10. It is Team 10 traps. Here they come. Vitality grows, pushing right up in onto the SMGs. Let me get them. Let's check in on what's going. They are down. We're down to Kai, so now we're down to just Zilla. Zilla's still over here, down to about 10 HP. Does get another. Oh, Shu Young. Shu Young delivering that S12 gauge Simic. Alright, so we still have a lot going on. Blaze made it all the way over here, just to the west of all of that chaos. Now we do have another team coming up and in. Oh, this is the duo. So Blaze has the duo from Team Control, not too far away from him. And Blaze, if you look in your mini map up above, he is paying close attention. But right behind Team Control are your Panthers. Now, it looks like the Panthers are also coming up and around, getting really close over here to not only Team 19, the Extreme Slayers. You guys calling out for both these teams. They are right on top of each other now over here by the Pachinki Church. But we also have Team 7 still moving under gunfire over at the slaughterhouse. So we got a lot of chaos coming in. You can see that your two teams, Extreme Slayers and the Panthers, they are right here next to each other. Oh, the 4-piece. Yes. Alright, we got players going out to the blue zone. I think we have enough time to go ahead and put that map stream up just for a couple more seconds, because we are starting to get down and dirty. And you can see that the Chosen are still over there in the blue, and they have headed east. They are not coming in towards this zone at the moment. And I just missed the elimination feed. Let me see if I can figure out who may be in the fight. We do have a couple of teams over here in Yasnaya. We got the Chosen and Team 16 Eternal Esports. Look at this, the Chosen. We got two of them knocked. Player 1 is picked back up, and now player 4 picked back up. All 4 of the players are picked up, but you can hear that they are getting pushed up on by Eternal Esports. I only see the solo from Eternal, though. Oh, that nade by Wicked. Wicked right up and in through that window is able to get one of them from Chosen Esports, and now Wicked coming up and around right there in front of him. Oh, and Wicked going down to player 4. So now let's see. Shadow coming up and around that backside, able to take down player number 4, and here comes another player right on top of him in the vehicle, coming right up and in 2. We got player 1 and player 2. This Nate, I feel a Nate coming on. I feel it. Ooh, Shadow feels it too. Trying to get on out of there. That Nate not knocking anyone. But oh, player 1 finding him. So now let's get on over it. We do have player 3 still knocked. It is down to player 2 coming up on the and some more 12 gauge shotties to special delivered. Sorry guys, I meant to have that on full screen, but you guys know I get caught up in you guys' fights and I forget to switch my screens. Sorry guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so now let's go. We are headed over to the boatyard. We have Team 12 Equinox that needs to come on in, Made Nepal that needs to come on in, and Team Control Star. Golden Fire coming in from Razak. That's mostly what we've got going on. So let's go on down to, where should we go? I feel like Equinox. I feel like they may be the next ones to get into a fight, but we will keep an eye on that. Hello, Suloji. Suloji is the son. Hello, big fan, Suloji, big fan. Alright, let's see what else is happening. They are right here, but you can see, you saw the tags coming up just onto to the east of where the lad was. Look, see right here, we got Made in Nepal getting really close, and I'm not sure where they went. Golden Fire coming in onto almost there. I think that was almost their academy. And where's that? Right in front of us, guys. Almost there. This is the main team. So this is Golden Fire against almost there. I do see that Wiz has been knocked, but the Golden Fire trying to figure out where the rest of the team are. And the rest of the team look like they're over here. Oh, they're coming up and in. Carnage coming on right on in front. And I did see another one. The Panthers and the Golden. Oh, Slaughter going down to the Panthers. So the Panthers are coming up in the line. So now the Panthers are coming in to get into this third party. So the Panthers, where did you guys go? They're out on the golf course on the hills. They are pretty far across, and this nade by 11 right over onto fall. What a nade, what a nade. I think we should stick with 11. 11 just got another knock. Look at that. I did not mean to click off of him. 11 with the 3-piece. So now we still have the Panthers not that far away. Let's see. I feel like the Sex Flicks was paying attention. Nope, they are not. So let's check in on Asta Papi Driste. Are you an Uber? I think he's Ubering. Oh, I do see that we do have it. That's Wolf on the backside. So Wolf now coming up on the other side. Let's see what Wolf is doing. We know Wolf knows that he does have company coming up along this side. But as he takes those shots, they also have Sex Flicks all the way across on the 3-stack. So Sex Flicks may have a good view of Wolf over here. Almost there. The Academy team over here in a fire. Let's see if we can get over here. They are right underneath. Let's see if I can get over there. Let's go. And we do have, one of them has been taken out. We still have team control over here, and we also have Made in Nepal. So we've got a couple teams right on over here. Crowns Esports down to just a trio. So let's see what's going on. Wi-Fi does have an elimination though. So let's see what's going on. We just driving along in the chopsticks backwards. Because that's how we roll in a reverse. In our zone, we are still going up to the ruins, guys. So our zone is headed over towards that ruin. Let's see what's going on right on down here. Equinox in that fight. that I thought I was going to see earlier, and it is Team Control that's coming right up and in onto Equinox. Let's check in on what Star is seeing from the top of this hill over here. He does have some angles, but he also has Yushen pushing right up and in. Let's see what Yushen must have gotten some of that information, because he was right there on top of that hill. Star does get knocked. We just left Star. So now, let's see. Yushen, what is going on? We also see Golden Eagles. Shu Young coming up, playing for the SMGs. The still moving under gunfire. And oh, they're trying to get up and over to get Star. They're trying to get Star right on over here, and 666 is not on my watch. Not on my watch. Alright. So Skittles, let's see what's going on. We still fly like a duck. I just saw a nade going flying over on that backside. Now we have 3 teams right over here. And guys, none of these teams are in zone. The zone has shifted away from these teams, so they do have to... Oh, 666 taking down Equinox with that S12. And we did lose Star and Yushen, but Team Control Star still in this. Now they just have to get over to that zone. So now let's check in on where the zone is. Still wrapping up and really close over here to the ruins. So it looks like the 3 teams are separating out. The SMGs headed to the west a bit. Fly like a duck is sitting on his nest over here. I will not say what I was just thinking. Alright, so let's check in on the streams layers. BM922 trying to get those nades up and over on that ridgeline. We're out here on the golf course. You know the golf course. You have your back wide open in every angle. So these guys are not slowing down there, not staying still. And BM is the last one still standing for the Extreme Slayers, and he is completely covered by all 4 of them over here from Almost There. This is the main Almost There team, and we do have Team 14 coming up along that backside. Team 14, Scenaria Esports. So now let's get on over to Scenaria, find out what's going on up here at the clubhouse. It does look like we've got a couple of teams coming up and into the clubhouse. Let me put this map stream up here. There you go. Give you guys an idea where your final 6 teams are for tonight's very first match. You can see which teams are still in this. We do have to be announced. Blaze trying to get on in. The SMG found up here, and Shu Young almost there. Scenaria and the Panthers. We got the Panthers still in here, guys. You guys all in the chat shouting out for the Panthers. They are still with us. So now let's go. Let's see what's going on. And the Golden Eagles are still getting some of these knocks, and I lost where they are. So let's get on over to Shu Young, up to 6 eliminations already. So now Shu Young, he's over here right on the edges zone, just getting some of this loot. As Team 16 Eternal Esports are coming up right behind him. You can see that he's got a lot of smoke stack coming up, and let's go. Let's see. Shu Young trying to get the angles, trying to figure out where they all are, getting ready to throw those nades right up and over. This nade could end up right on top of them. Look at that, right on top of them. Shu Young with that beautiful nade, and they are still getting the shots out of these car sprays. Shu Young up to 9 eliminations. Shoo. You guys know I love me some Shoo. Alright, so now the SMG's coming on in. We still have Almost There that needs to come in, and I'm not sure how they're going to make it. Blaze is almost in. Cat God for the win. What are you doing over here? Oh, the Panthers are down to just a solo. But Cat God is in zone. We do have 5 teams in this, guys. We do have 2 solos. And then we've got 3 trios. Yes. Wasn't sure if we had a full squad or not, so I had to check. But 2 solos versus 3 trios. Who is winning, chat? Are we going to have a solo win or are we going to have a trio win? We will find out very, very soon. But they are all right on this eastern side. The SMGs taking over this western side and making it pretty easy on this western edge. But now Scenaria, the Scenaria are trying to come on into almost there, but almost there, just to this northern side with the 2 duos, and they are over here in a fight with 2 duos, or 2 solos. There we go, 2 solos. I have no brains. No brains. Let's see. Where's Blaze? Hello, Blaze. Oh, I see the nades coming. Oh, the Blaze. Going out to the nade by Wiz right when we got onto it. So now they are still coming right up and in. Let's go. Let's see what's happening with the rest. Cat God. Oh, Fear finding Cat God. There goes our 2 solos. And now we have 9 players left. 3 teams left. Each team a full trio. Or I shouldn't say a full trio, but a trio. So now let's go. It does look like we got 11 popping nades up and over onto Scenaria. Scenaria, Lunar is down. And it looks like Sparta trying to get over towards them, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to. They do have a bit of zone to play with while the rest of these teams are trying to come on in. But it looks like the SMGs are coming in behind almost there. So now let's see. And here comes some more nades right up and over. Oh, Fred's down to 1 HP, but that nade does hit on the Shu Young, and the nade coming up and over right on top of Wiz. Fred's finding Wiz and taking him down and out. 11 coming up and over, finding Fred. Fear right there. Shu Young trying to get some of that information, and Fear right on that backside. Fear throwing those nades up and over. And I lost my mouse. That nade coming. Let's check in on Fear. We'll stay here with Fear as now Scenaria moving up after all of this. So now let me go ahead and put this on the side by side. Let me find one of them from Scenaria as we got 2 of them for Lunar trying to come right up and in. Fear's the last one still standing. Oh! And just like that, Scenaria coming in first with 3 eliminations. The SMGs still moving under gunfire, coming in second. Look at all these eliminations. 20. Is that really 20? Am I reading that right? It is 20 eliminations. 10 placements. This is a 30 bomb. 30 points from the very first match for still moving under gunfire. Coming in third, almost there. The main team with 14 eliminations. How is that for Sweaty for our very first match of tonight? Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. The still moving under gunfire Golden Eagles and a Shu Young. Shu's 968 damage. We'll be jumping with Shu when we come right back. I will be right back. Fell back up. GG, fellas. Fallen Angels. So now let's head on over to San Martin. And Team Aces versus the Chef. I'll have to figure out where that is. Let me go ahead and put that map up there. That might be down to that Picado area. Yes, I see the Chefs down in Picado. So let's see. The Nexus Alliance also over there. So I see. Let's go. Let me check in on what is going on over here. So Wicked has been knocked, and let's check in on Team Condescending 6666666 E. Still trying to push up these stairs onto that solo, but the solo is out on that ledge. You can see just on that edge. Oh. And now I do think that we're down to just a solo over here. Soul, where are you, Soul? Soul is keeping his head on down. So now let's see what's going on with Nexus Alliance. They are up to 3 eliminations, and I think they cleared out Picado. Sorry guys, I don't know where I am, but Picado did have the Chefs over here. So let's see. The spreadsheet won't load. It's okay, LAG. It's okay. Alright, so we're on the Golden Eagles NA, and here comes Rich Esports and Shu Young. Shu Young off in that background, but we do have Kunjan. Look at this, we have 3 teams coming right up in here. Rich Esports, and we also have Team 21 Wild Ignis Squad coming right up onto the Golden Eagles NA. Bob coming on out with that shotgun, the S12K. So now let's see. Fear is coming up and in. We still have the 3 teams down in this compound. So let's see what's going on. Yoko is the last one still standing over here for Team 21. The Wild Ignis Squad, as they are right here between the duo from the Golden Eagles NA, right on top of Rich Esports. And look at this, the small man pops his head up and over, but Rich Esports now, they are back up onto their feet. All 4 of them are in this, so we do have Slay. It looks like Slay is up there looking. Oh, he is looking right on down on top of the small man. The small man right there, but he's got Fear across from him. He's trying to throw that nade over onto the small man, but Fear across the way, making sure that small man is getting the coverage he needs. And now here comes another one right on top of small man. Small man's going to be able to get on out of there and maybe even get Bob picked back up. We did lose Shu Young. No. So now let's see what else is happening. We've got the Gold Leaf. Oh, Jet and Slayer, the last 2 still standing. But here comes the rest of them coming right up and in. And right on past that is Slay. Slay is the last one still standing. Will he be able to get his teammates picked back up? Because now here comes the trio from the Golden Eagles NA throwing those Molotovs. Slay getting that nade out and ready, but it's too late. So now he's got that pump shot. He does find the small man, and now here comes some more shots. Slay is down to about 5 HP, and we still have Fear up on that ridgeline covering for the rest of his team. So Slay trying to get that nade right on down and in. He does have his teammate crawling up those stairs. Bob trying to get the small man picked back up, and they've almost reset, but Rich Esports is just down to a duo now, and Slay did not have the time to heal up. What a nade right up and over from Fear with that nade. Alright, let's see what else is going on. It does look like the center of the map over by the San Martin area. We do have quite a bit of chaos going on over there, but they're still pretty far apart from each other. So let's see. Ooh, We got a player over in slot number 1, and he is doing what he's supposed to do for the chefs. Poor chefs. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We got 2B announced. They are out and ready. They are getting on their way. So let's go on back over here to San Martin. Find out what is going on with San Martin. VRZ up on that ridge line of the cell tower hill. Let's see what's going on Radio Tower. Radio Tower has Team 14 Aether Esports all spread along there. Let's check in on Shikari, see what's happening. Finally got it. Alright, LAG, I will show it in just a minute. Alright, let's see. The next time we slow down for just a minute, I will get that up on the screen. So, Team 14 Aether Esports. But I did see that we had a couple of them knocked down here. So, can we get Uzi? Let's check in on Bebe. Hello, Bebe. Ooh, Bebe is not in the greatest of spot to get on over to pick up their teammates across the street. And you can see that their other teammate is all the way down, tucked into San Martin. So I'm not sure they're gonna. There goes 666666666. And hello, everyone, and welcome back to NABS Week 2 or Week 4. I just went all the way back before New Year's. I guess I want to do New Year's again. Week 4 of the Winter Finals. You guys ready to see these scores coming in first? Still moving under fire. 26 total points coming in second. Almost there with 19 in Scenaria. With that winner chicken dinner coming in with 13 total points. There are your scores, guys. We are still waiting for the match to start. But yeah, Ghosty keeping me honest, guys. I guess I went ahead and just gave Still Moving Under Fire some extra points because, you know, why not? I'm not the one doing scores. And apparently I can't add either. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. They did get 20 eliminations. And if they had one, Ghosty, if they had one, that's what I meant. There we go, Ghosty. That's what I meant. Ghosty coming in at me. Don't you mean? Yeah, Ghosty, don't you mean 26 points? And we're still waiting for him to start. Let me show you who's here. I think look at that. We're getting ready to start. We're heading into Miramar this time. Match number 2 of the NABS Winter Finals, Week 4. Week 4, because numbers are not my friend today. Not at all. Alright, this time we're going to be jumping with the Golden Eagles. Shu Young playing 4. Still moving under gunfire. 9 eliminations. 968 damage. You guys know I love me some Shu. Let's get on into this match and head on into Miramar. Hello, Mohammed. Hello. Alright, we got Shu Young there. And can you find him here? Here is your last match, top fragger. Shoo. Mohammed. Nice one, green always. You always. Mohammed, you. Alright, let me drink a little more water, guys, because I was kind of busy behind the scenes. And our flight path, we're coming in from Puerto Parisio, headed across the top of Leones, going up the Leones Monte Nuevo corridor. We're going to end up just to the western wasteland wall. We're just west of El Pozo. So there's your flight path. We got a lot of nice places down there. You know, a lot of these teams really like the northern towns like Torremunda and La Gabaria, Camp Militar, Terra Branca. A lot of these teams really like to go up there. So some of these teams, if they want to do their normal drops, are going to have a long way to drive. Now, it looks like we've got several teams already jumping off at this start. We have the Bobo Lovers down in Puerto Paricio. They're going to have that all to themselves. Got a cluster of teams along that Leones Impala corridor as well. Looks like Leones has 3 teams. I do see... Ooh... So almost there already in this fight right on over here, and half of almost there aren't even on the ground yet. And let's check in on Team 10 right here. 4 traps in my chat. Vitality Pros, and yes, I did check to make sure I said the right name. Alright, so almost there, did lose a player. We lost Carnage, and that was to... who was that? I can't even remember who was over here now that got that. Oh, it was Control. That's right. Control over here. So our zone just popped. Let's check in on our zone. And we are going down to this very southeast. We got the Impala Islands. A lot of water in this, guys. At least 40 to 50% water. So a lot of these teams that have gone up to that northwest are going to be all pushing in right on top of each other. So you're going to need to keep an eye on your teams up in that northwest edge, because they are going to end up in a lot of fights trying to get into this zone. And it does look like we're going to have some chaos going on right on down here. Let's get back on over here. Oh no, Zilla going down. Where is? What's happening? His Blaze comes right up and in onto Star. Team Control Star. And it looks like all of them from Vitality Pro may make it. But here comes 666. And we all know that 666 is a damage dealer. He's got that UMP. He's got that 4 times. And he's got 2 eliminations that fast. And so now let's see if he's going to go ahead and rotate. Look at this. He's repositioning, guys. Trying to get a better idea on... Wow. Look at this. He's got another knock. And he's trying to get Zilla through the smoke. And we do have one of them down in there for Vitality Pro with the SKS. And now 666 once again on another rotation to try to get up and around. Look at this. He can see them right there in the nade shack. All 3 of them in that nade shack. Does he have a nade? He's got a molly. This could be devastating for Vitality Pro. If he remembers that he's got that molly, he's gonna get it right there in that shack. Here it comes, guys. Oh, it is a little late because they are up on their feet and getting right on out. Look at that. Blaze on fire. Blaze named correctly, the Burning Blaze. No, and he ran out of ammo. He ran out of ammo. If he would have got that molly up in there just a little faster, I think that could have changed things quite a bit. But GG's, 6666. We know that he is really locked in there. So now let's get on over to the Extreme Slayers. Now, it looks like we got 2 of them knocked for the Extreme Slayers. I do think they're going to be able to get the players back up onto their feet. So, let's check in on this is Eternal Esports. I'm not double clicking, but it won't go off. Alright, and we did have 3 teams over here. So, I also see right on over here. Trying to get the... Oh, he had 2 of them knocked to Team Control now going out over here. So let's see what we can check in on over here. The Extreme Slayers RF12. I'm not sure who this is, guys, but RF12 up to 3 eliminations, and he still has another team coming up and in here. So we do have a trio. I don't. Are they a trio or are they a squad? No, they are a full squad for Eternal Esports, pushing right up and in, but our F12 does need to find some first aid. He's got 6 band-aids to his name, and our zone is still way over on the edge, and it does look like we might have a fight over by El Pozo. We do have Boss Esports not too far away from to be announced. While we have just a second, I want you to look at that western side of El Pozo. You can see that to be announced. They are paying attention to Boss Esports. So Boss Esports, maybe some chicken nuggets right on over here. I think G-Muck was keeping an eye on where they were. Let's check in on G-Muck really quick. Find out if he is strolling right along beside him. There we go. We caught up. Don't know why that stuck so long. Alright, we also have some chaos going on with the Panthers and Scenaria right over here in San Martin, and it doesn't look like either one of these teams have an elimination. We got some hurt players with we got a player without a helmet on in the screen right now as we speak. So now let me scroll on out, see what else is happening. Does look like maybe the Boba lovers came right up and over here. Let's see if we're in a fight in Impala, because we do have VP right here with the Boba lovers. So let's go. Just when I said that, I saw, oh, there we go. Gotta fight the Extreme Slayers. Let's see. Let's go back on over to Monte Nuevo, because we did get a knock over onto Eternal. So let's see. Are they going to push up and in? Winter throwing that nade up and through. But we did lose BM922. Ooh, they came right up and in. Look at that. Shadow trying to get out of there with the truck, and he does get in trouble for that. He does get punished, and now we do have Act in the back trying to hold on, trying to get that cross angle over onto the Extreme Slayers to keep him off the rest of his team. The rest of his team are trying to get Soul picked back up as we speak as well. And Act knows that they're coming. He's going to go ahead and reposition, but so is Winter. Winter is over there trying to get some eyes on him. So now they see each other. They know where they are. They know that they are all rotating the same way. And they are in the blue now. So they do have to get on out of there and into... What did I just see? Oh, look at this. We do have... Look at this. We got to be announced. They moved away. They moved away from Boss Esports, headed up and over here towards the power grid, and they do run into the teams coming out of San Martin, and our zone is getting further and further. So let me get that map screen up there, give you guys an idea of what's happening. We'll go back over to Monte Nuevo, because I thought I just saw another knock. Not yet, so I'll go ahead and keep that map screen up there for just a minute longer so you guys can keep an eye on your teams. We still have 16 teams in this, but they are starting to pay attention to the zone. They're starting to rotate. Things are starting to move now. They're kind of a little faster on their feet. They're kind of slow today. I'll see you soon, Green. Stay safe. Bless. Wish the best. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Bye, Mohammed. Hello, Tom Jerry. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you guys could remember to hit the like, it really helps me out. Alright, so let's see. We do have the Golden Fire right over here with Equinox and almost there. I think that is almost there. Yes, the main team. So almost there up on that ridge line. Slaughter trying to stay out of that and fly like a duck. Fly like a duck does get a knock over onto the Golden Fire. And so let's see. It looks like they're getting ready to go ahead and push up and in. Tom Jerry. Is there anybody you want to check in on, Tom Jerry? Alright, so let's see. The Golden Fire, They're going to come up onto this ridge line, but it does look like the Golden Fire is going to go ahead and get on out of there. Look at this. There they go. Trying to get around that ridge line. They use that ridge line perfectly to get on out of there. And I don't remember which one was knocked, but all 4 of them are back up onto their feet now. So now let's go ahead and the Silence and the Panthers. The Panthers coming right up and in onto the Silence. What is happening on the Panther? Ooh, Asta. Asta is up to 3 elimination. Nightcroy getting a nade over on Debris. And Sax Flick going down. So now we are down to just Cat God. Cat God over here trying to get those. Trying to get the knocks as Nightcroy from the Silence coming right up and in. Gets 3 eliminations over onto the Panthers. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We still have the 2 teams in Monte Nuevo. We do have Boss Esports that were all the way up on that western side of El Pozo with to be announced. They are coming in just to the north of Chumacera. What a crazy rotation that must have been. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We do have Crowns Esports up here near Made in Nepal, and they are, ooh, I think I see Vitality Pro about ready to get into a fight right on over here. Let's see what's going on with them. They are right next to, still moving under gunfire. So let's see. Let's check in on our last match. Top Fragger, check in on the shoo-shoo. Oh, Bubba Curry, no! Bubba Curry. Havoc, you big meanie. Havoc was able to find Boba Curry, and so now the Boba lovers down to just a trio trying to just move on away, and now they ran right into Team 6, or Team 7. What did you run into over here? They are chasing you down. Calicar, they're coming. Calicar as the full crate. Bobble, bobble, bobble. Alright, you can see that the SMGs are just holding off there, not pushing on down and in, but they are right on the outside of the Boba lovers. And we did have another team over here, and I'm not exactly sure where they went, but we did lose Curry. And who is out and around? That is Merritt, and now Sativa, I'm gonna guess. Alright, so I think the Boba lovers are still getting watched by the by the SMGs over here. Let me check in on the Havoc. They are right along this edge, and so now our zones are getting ready to pop. Go ahead and put this fancy screen up here so you guys get a good idea where the zone is headed. You can see that we do have the Silence coming right in behind Boss. Ooh, Nightcroy. It looks like Nightcroy is on his way. Made in Nepal getting into that fight. Where's Made in Nepal? Let's get on over to Made in Nepal. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom that map in while we pay attention to Made in Nepal for just a second. I'll get that nice and lined up for us, so next time we look at it, it's a little bigger and better. So it does look like we're going to be able to get Optimist picked back up from Made in Nepal. I'll go ahead and put that back up there. Gives you a better idea where your teams are. You can see that we do have JJKK right on over onto this side next to, this is almost their academy, right across from JJKK. So let me check in on the academy. Zoomy Zoom. Hello, Zoom. And that Dr. Bunny we all love to keep an eye on. Yes, he's keeping an eye on his 3-time scope. Alright, so let's see. What else is happening? The Extreme Slayers. The Extreme Slayers are still right over here on, I think, Team 16. Yes, it is. It is Eternal Esports, and we have Rashi trying to just keep an eye on where he is. What is Winter doing? Also driving along. These guys, the way they drive with their gyro pointing at the at their opponents and their car going forwards. Yeah, I run into everything and flip my vehicle. I don't know how they do it. So let's see what's happening on over here. Ding, 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 ding. And there goes the Eternals out to Silence Esports as Silence with the Emperado. Alright, let's see what else is happening. I see a couple teams right here. Let me see if I can scroll on in a little bit there and see what's happening with Made in Nepal. Who are you over here with? I see Team 11 over here. Almost there. I see the Extreme Slayers not too far away as well. So the Extreme Slayers, ooh, who got you? 11. So now JJKK trying to get this heal off onto Optimus. And we got 11 on the backside. And Nade's jumping right on over on this other side. And here he comes right up and in with that DBS trying to get the shots. And he does find 11. And once again, he may be able to get Optimus picked back up. And XRYZZ, whatever. you guys and your names. Alright, so we do have the Bobo lovers over in Impala there with Crowns Esports. We've got the SMGs taken all over these hills down on the south side of the zone. Man, looks like Boss Esports taking their time coming on in, but Boss Esports now are going to come in. They've got to get through the Chosen first before they even get into the zone. Much bigger fan do we. Do easy. Nightcroy going down over here to be announced. And this, here we go again. I am not double clicking on this. Claus is up to 2 eliminations. It looks like Claus is going to get some of that loot on out of there, but he still has a couple of them not too far away. If you look up in that upper right hand corner, we've got 2 of them right on down below. And it is Unknown in Vegas, so they're right there. Let's see, unknown for Silent Esports. Let's see if we can check in on what Unknown is doing. Unknown has that nade primed and ready, and here comes 2B announced. He throws the nade up and in, trying to get those shots. He's got that pump shot in there, all coming right in on top of him. Claws getting him. Vegas right out in the field. And so I think Vegas might be able to get a few more minutes of silence before he gets found. But look at this, Boss Esports. Boss Esports, no matter which way they try to go. Capybaras now right in the sight line of all of them from the SMGs. The SMGs still moving under gunfire, winning that last match, but not taking the chicken dinner. They got it all by points. Capybaras trying to get those shots right up and in. I think he got that from still moving under fire, coming right up and in. Capybaras, so Capybaras trying to keep them from coming right up and into the shack with that S12K or SK12. S12K, there we go. I said it right the first time. Alright, we do have the Chosen right up on that ridge. Chosen coming on down and Chosen are able to find him. Noob is the last one still standing over here from Boss Esports. We have SMGs over here and the Chosen. The Chosen pushing up on the one side. Noob has the SMGs at his back. Noob goes back indoor, close that bed, and says some days it just doesn't pay to get out of bed. I feel you, Noob. I feel you. Alright, so now let's see what's going on, because we have Fear coming right up and over. Fear is the last one still standing for the SMGs. All the Chosens came right up. While we watch that, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in because our zone is getting ready to pop. We have almost a perfect donut zone. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you right now while we have time, because we are in the stage of anarchy. We are in stage 5 with 11 teams. We all know what that means. We are not about to have 11 teams. So we got 1 minute 26 seconds remaining of the stage of anarchy. Alright, let's go ahead and find some other team to pick on. And to be announced, coming into the zone over here on this western side. Oh, there goes Vegas, the last one, still standing for the silence. But we got made in Nepal. To our north and to our south, we have not only the Chosen, but the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire also coming right up and in. Claw's hot tonight, up to 4 eliminations. And of course he took the ghillie suit. Because that's what Claus does. He likes the ghillie suit. Alright, the Golden Fire Slaughter does seem like he's getting some of those eliminations, or at least the knocks. Let's see what's happening over here with Team 12. Equinox trying to come in right next to the Chosen. So let's get on over to the Chosen and find out what's happening, because I only see player 1 and now I see player 0 for the Chosen. So now let's go on, see what's happening with Equinox. There we go. Fly like a duck. Just not flying that far. Let's check in on Simple. Simple, all of them are either rezzing or getting res. So we do have Valak pushing right up and in through the smoke. I just saw him on that backside. Let's see what's going on with Valak. It does look like they are moving out when Team 15 were coming right up and in. And this guy who's going to get me into trouble yet for the Golden Fire over here, trying to get those shots down. Oh, below us, Calicar, you are up to 4 eliminations. Show me something, Calicar. Boom, there goes another nade. And it is just now up to Calicar. He's the last one still standing. He may be able to get across to Merritt to get Merritt picked back up, but he is being watched by Team 15, the Golden Fire. Even when he's trying to throw the smoke, he is just getting sprayed down. And look at the mini map up in his screen. They are completely all around him. I'm not sure if he's even going to be able to get across to head this. So we're down to 6 teams. We're stage 6. Look at Calicar. Oh, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. Look at that. Oh, there's a wall. He made it across, but now he came across the street and out of zone. So he's no longer in the play zone. He's going to have to go back across the street. But hopefully he'll come back as a duo. Looks like almost there. Thinking about pushing right up and in. Let's see what's happening. We do have that kid. Let's see, was it that kid over here that was pushing that I saw? I don't know. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little more, see what's happening along in here. We still have to be announced over here. Now it looks like Made in Nepal trying to get those shots up and over, but they're going to go ahead and rotate further around to that northern side. The chaos is still right on down here between Boba Lovers, Almost There Academy, and the Golden Fire. And now Made in Nepal on their northern rotation. They came right up and in and found Almost There Academy. So now they are right over in here. Let me go ahead and see if I can get a good sky view, because this is one of those sky view zones, just so that you guys can see that there is really nothing here for these final 3 teams. I'm going to go ahead and put the iPad up there. You guys get an idea of what is happening. We got Almost There Academy right on down below us. And they're trying to push up along this tiny little ridge line right across from Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal on that northern, very northern edge of the zone. And then we got 2 being announced. Claus gets knocked So now Claus is going to get picked up by Almost there, Academy on this nice 1v3 split, taking over the zone. I kind of like how they're dominating the zone in this. They have the ridge lines. We've got the bunny pulling up behind the trailer. Optimus, Blaze, the last two still standing for to be announced and made in Nepal. So now let's go ahead and get back into the match so that we can see the up close and personal. See what's happening with the Dr. Bunny. Let's check in on what Blaze is paying attention to. Blaze is paying attention to all four of them. Look at that. He is right here along this. He's got all sorts of... Ooh! Good thing we got on over there. Blaze now trying to get on out of that, but Blaze is not in it. It doesn't look like Optimus is going to be able to get Blaze, but now Blaze is out of the zone, and you can see that this zone hurts too much. Let's head on over to Optimus. I don't think Blaze is going to be able to get out of here. So now let's check in on what Optimus is doing along in here. Optimus still trying to hold off the three-man push because Blaze is still in this, believe it or not. I'm going to go ahead and put this. Nope, there goes Blaze. Right when I said that, Blaze goes out. So now it is just Optimus. Ooh, what a nade. What a nade by Optimus over onto Zoran. So that kid and Zoom, the last two still standing. Let me see if I can get this on the map screen. Maybe we can get that. Oh, he's pushing right up and over. Look at this. Oh, they all saw you coming. Oh, coming in first. Almost there, Academy. GG's 9 eliminations. Oh, Ghosty, I need you to come here, Ghosty, and help me with these numbers tonight because I can't count. Coming in second, Mate in Nepal with 6 eliminations and 2 be announced. Coming in third with 7 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Coming in... Or going all out. Hello, Ibrahim. Hi. Going all out. We have Mate in Nepal. JJK. 4 eliminations. 727 damage. We'll be jumping with Mate in Nepal when we come right back for tonight's third match. And I should have some live scores for you. Be right back, guys. And Uzi is still bleeding out. Bebe trying to work their way up and around over to this guy right here. We'll call him Bob. So we still have VRZ up at the top of the hill as well. Let's go. We have just a second, so let me show you the scores really quick since LEG was working hard to get them out for us. Here we go. Urza Esports coming in first, 22 total points, 1 winner chicken dinner. VRZ 16 and the Golden Eagles NA at 15. I will show that again at the end of this before we go into intermission. But there you go. Thank you, LAGOBOB. Ooh, Bebe going down to Dreams. So let's see what Dreamsy is. Dreamsy's right over here on this edge with this angle. Look at this angle, and he knows that Shikari is all the way across the way as well. So Team 8 condescending, trying to get back together to group back up, but not having the greatest of times. And I think Bob here, right here, and maybe the last one still standing, but they do have another team across from them. We still have Team 16 Eternal Esports as well. So we've got 3 solos right over here with all 4 of them from VRZ. So let me put that map stream back up there. So we got a pretty good idea what's going on. Let me scroll on in just a little bit and center that up a little bit better. There you go, guys. I think you can see all your players. Let me roll that down just a little bit. All right. We still have 16 teams in this. We are only in stage 2, but these... Oh, we got a duo. We got a duo over here for Aether Esports. All 4 of them. I forgot that most of them are up on the hill. So we got them up here on Radio Tower Hill. Keeping an eye on their team. But look at this. I forgot they were all 4 of them up there. So... let's go. Let's go ahead and get that a little better centered. There's nobody out in the blue anymore except for that, except for the player that did not quite get into his seat fast enough and the plane started without him. So there you go. I think that's everybody. Gives you a good idea where everyone is. Let's go on. I see some chaos starting to come on in. It looks like VRZ is starting to move on down and in right on into some of these solos now. So now look at this. We do have one of the solos right upstairs from this, and I think this solo was from Team 8. Yes, it is. He's trying to get those shots. And not able to hold it off. We still have the solo from Eternal across. Look at that. Soul is still... Ooh, Shikari did have that angle, but we got Soul across over here as well. Look at this. Keeping an eye on VRZ, as VRZ did push right on down into the apartments of San Martin. So let's see. We do have... looks like we might have Team 5 coming on down and in, so we could keep an eye on Team Control Stars. They are moving right up and in onto Urza Esports. Let's not forget that Urza Esports was the top fragger of that last match. Let's see what's going on over here with Claus and the boys from TBA to be announced over here with Almost There. This is Almost There, the main team. We do have the Academy team in here as well. The Academy team again is Team 12. So let's see. Looks like Claus just taking some shots. Gonna go ahead and head back over to the power grid. And I do see that we've got VRZ not too far away from the power grid as well. So I'm guessing that TBA was thinking that they were getting ready to get pulled up on. So, but they did not come on in. So let's see what else is happening. I don't see a lot going on. It looks like LVN right across the way over here, keeping an eye over in Bigado. I see Aces deep over there. LAGOBOB. So we did get Just for Fun and Nexus Alliance over here with Team 18, the Legion Neo Verdict. So let's see what's happening over here. I did miss whatever that was on the elimination feed. I'm sorry, guys, but it looks like we got jamming down just a little bit in health. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that those windows are nice and smoked so they can get that heal off. All right, what else is happening? It's kind of a little bit of a slow start to this Miramar, but we are down to 14 teams and our zone's getting ready to pop. I'll go ahead and put that map screen back up there so you guys can see where our zone pops for this next one coming up. And are we going to the power grid, guys? What do you think? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We got a donut zone right between power grid and Bigado. So we got quite a few of their teams already in the zone. We do have a few that are going to be wrapping around, getting some of that blue zone sweep going on, but I don't think they're going to find too many people. We do have Urza up in there. We got Team Control up in there. That is Team Control. It's Star. And let's see, LVZ, no, LNV. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. You guys are used to that by now. Can't talk, can't read. And the Silver Spurs need to come on in as well. So, ooh, here comes the Fallen Angels also coming up onto that Power Grid hill. Now it looks like. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you guys ready to see these? Oh, they didn't send them. Ready to see these scores? Well, that's just too bad. We all have to wait. Ibrahim, shout him out louder, buddy. I know you can scream, shout louder than that. Ibrahim, thank you. Hand heart. Oh, Ibrahim, such support. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you. As we all know that voice pack, thank you. I will show you guys the scores as soon as they pop up. They are not up yet. Those are the last ones. So we are getting ready to start though. We should be in a second. So let's go. Let me see what time. Yeah, we're after a hard start. I think we're still waiting for a couple teams. As you can see that our host is still disconnected. Let's see, Ibrahim. I need to sleep now. Enjoy the. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Much love to you too. Thank you. The support. Since Levu is not here, I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Ibrahim. Big fan, Ibrahim. Big fan. Alright, so we're still waiting for the scores and we're still waiting for the host. It looks like our teams are all in here. We are missing one from Crowns. And I think everybody else is in their seat. Look at that. Oh, we're missing one from the Panthers too. So we do have 2 players missing. And our host is disconnected. She's still over in Discord, and we're still waiting on these scores. I don't have those yet. So when we get the scores, I'll try to put them up when we have a quiet time through the match. So that's what I know, guys. That's what I know. 2 minutes past hard start. That's what I know. Oh, Sarah's back, so here we go. We're getting ready to start now, guys. Looks like we're still having issues with the scores, though. Like I said, I'll pop them up here for us when the scores are given to me. This time we're going to be jumping with Made in Nepal. JJK, 4 eliminations, 727 damage. So let's head on into this match. Let me go ahead and put that map screen up there and load on in. We are headed over. We should be headed to Rondo. Let's see if we load into Rondo. There we go. Rondo. Now let me find it. Made in Nepal. There he is. Right on down there. Go ahead and get that. And team 18. Where's my mouse? And here's your last match, Top Fragger. We have less than 15 seconds to our Rondo flight path or paths. Let's not forget, Rondo does have that double path. Occasionally, I don't know what determines the flight path. Oh, and we do have a double path tonight, and they're going to cross just to the north side of Jadina City. We have one that goes from east to west and one that goes from east to southwest, dumping off along the river just to the western or eastern edge of the long hole. So let's go. Let's see what we can find out. Pay attention to where some of these teams are already jumping off at the very beginning of the flight path. So we do have several teams. It looks like maybe some teams headed down towards Jadina City for a change. Not very often do we see that. Looks like we've got Team Control and Team Control Star right over there with the Boba Lovers. So we've got 3 teams right on top of each other. Let's head on down here. Does look like Made in Nepal are going to be jumping off the plane. They do have Scenaria NA not too far from them, but they should be fine. But the Boba Lovers right on over here with Team Control and Team Control Star. Both Team Controls are over here. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm sure that was not intentional. I don't see Team Control doing that anytime on purpose. JK, oh, JPK just found 66666. Oh no, Boba. Also Boba going down. So let's see if we can get on over here, find out what's going on. Calicar, what's happening over by you? So now we did lose one from Boba. We lost Merritt. Calicar does not have a helmet or a vest, but he does have Silas right there. Oh, he's also got Team Control Star right on the other side of this. And I think I did not see who that was, but Calicar pushing him back with that nade. And he does have that Uzi right there with him. And I'm trying to figure out who that was right there with him. And I think that might be Silas. And it looks like Calicar is going to come up onto this roof. Ooh, that delay, Calicar. My stomach dropped for you. So now let's see what is happening with Silas. Silas trying to get on out of there. He's like, yeah, it's a little too hot for me. Let's go on over to Skittles. See what's going on with Skittles, because I see that Skittles is trying to get away from all this. And let's go. Looks like he does not have a helmet or a vest. Ooh, a level 3 vest right behind you, and a level 2 helmet. There you go. No, that was that was not a level 3 vest. Those were not level 3 vests. Alright, let's get on over, find out what else is happening. Oop, did he get it? Oh, Skittles finding Calicar on the top of the roof right when it switched on over. Alright, so let's see what's happening over into the zone. The zone is all the way over here, and we do have the Panthers. The Panthers are in a fight. God, get back up on your feet. And let's see. Oh, they're here with the golden fire. Looks like Yushan was able to get another knock, and I think that was over onto the Boba Lovers over on the other side. So let's see what's happening. Cat God's still down, and there goes another one from Team Control. So Silence in a fight with the Almost There Academy, and now Cat God gets taken out. But let's not forget, this is Rondo, so we should be able to get him picked back up. It looks like Asta's going to head on over, try to get on out of there, while Sexflix is going to try to cover for him, make sure that they don't get across. So I think the Panthers are going to be fine for this first zone. Let's see what's going on with Made in Nepal right on over here. Golden Eagles in a fight with TBA. Where is this going on? Oh, where is this fight going on with Golden Eagle and DBA? I can't find that fight. Let's check in on the Chosen for Body. Here you go, Chosen, or Body, Chosen. Body, are you in this? Are you one of these Chosen players? It looks like they're over at the NABS factory. They do have 2 eliminations, Body. And let's see. I don't even see where TBA, or I don't see where these teams are. Where are they? Did they get off on a different plane? Are they on a different map, guys? What is happening? Alright, so the Silence Nightcroy. The last one's still standing right over here with Almost There, the Academy team. So let's see what's going to happen as that kid pushes up onto Nightcroy. Nightcroy just trying to get a little closer to the door, trying to figure out that window, trying to find them. Alright, well, you guys pay attention to that. I'm going to see if I can figure out where TBA are on this map, because I cannot find them anywhere. I can't find where any of these players are. Are they already out of this? Oh, they are out. All 4 of them are out. That's why I can't find them, guys. They are out of our lobby. They are headed over towards that Miramar map. And let me go ahead and put this map up here so that now that we do have a chance, and it looks like we do have another fight going off between Lucky and the Equinox, and I'm not sure who Lucky is playing for. Chosen in a fight with almost there, the main team, and Nightcrawler is still trying to be quiet, and it does look like they are trying to get found over here. Let's head on over here, because it looks like we got another fight with the Golden Eagles. I don't see who's over here with them. It looks like they are already gone, so we missed that fight as well. And Lucky again. Where is this happening, guys? I'm not even sure. Where is Lucky? I'm not getting any flashes. Oh, there we go. Chosen. Let's check up over here. Who are you in a fight with, Chosen? Let's see. Oh, the SMGs. The SMGs are coming up and in. They already have 4 eliminations. Almost there. Oh, they just found almost there, Nightcrawler. So let's see what's happening over on this side. Is the Chosen are down to just a duo, but they did make it over to the recall station, so they should be able to bring their whole team back. But he is paying attention to somebody off in that distance. And let's see, the Boba are not too far away from SC Boy coming up behind them. So Boba, all 4 of them back in this, but they do have not only the Academy team over here with them, but they have team control kind of close. So let's see what's happening over here. Well, yeah, team control, team 5, they are paying attention to what's happening right on over here, but he is the last one still standing. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get his teammates picked back up, if he's just waiting for the recall center to clear up, maybe. I'm not sure. Here he goes. Yeah, that's what the plan was. He was waiting for the team to move on out. So we do have the Boba Lovers and almost their Academy. They are right there in front of them. And we are still headed all the way over to this western side of the map. So let's see, what else can I show you? Actually, right now I'm going to go ahead and put the map screen back up, because there's really just mostly rotations coming on in. You can check in on your team, because we still have 61 players, 16 teams left in this. So let's check in on Made in Nepal. Oh, Onyx! Hello, Onyx. Long time no see. Such a big fan, Onyx. Onyx OP. Onyx. Hey. Big fan. Big fan, Onyx. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so let's see. It looks like Made in Nepal paying attention to SMG right across the way. It's Havoc. Ooh, Havoc. Havoc trying to get that Shu Young. And ooh, Chosen now in the fight with the Boba Lovers as well. We got the Panthers in a fight with Crowns. So now let's see what's happening. Where we'll check in on the Chosen over here for body. I'm sorry about that. The Boba Lovers right on over here. Not green, I'm not playing with them. Alright, so now let's go. It's kind of funny that you wrote that right when I asked you that. So I'm 3 minutes in your future. Are you listening to me? Alright, so it does look like Calicar's able to get back up, but they do have the Chosen right across from them. Let me go ahead and put that map up there so to show you that we are still getting smaller and smaller over towards this western edge. Let me scroll on out just a little bit, get that in there. There you go, guys. I think you can see everybody and everything on that. And we do have Curry out and about trying to get some of that information, trying to figure out where they all are. So let's go. Let me see this eastern edge. Let me put that map back up and show you the eastern edge of the zone. That due east, everybody coming right in onto this area. So let's get on over to that eastern edge. See what we can see. Let's just click on somebody over here, and we clicked on Havoc. Havoc is right in the middle. Of course he is, because that's what Havoc does. Havoc in the chaos. And you Shen coming right up and in for Team Control Star. Team Control Star also right up. There's Lucky. I found Lucky. There he is, guys. Oop. He's lucky he got away from me because I was almost right there on top of him. I'm not, don't know where Lucky went. Lucky keeps getting away from me, but he is playing for the Vitality Pros. See? Traps. I'm paying attention, making sure that I get the right name. And Havoc. Right when I got off of him, he does get a knock over onto Made in Nepal. Where is Havoc? Let me see if I can get onto one of these players over here. Come on, click, 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 click. This is Sparta coming right up and in to the SMGs. Shu Young. Shu Young does not like Sparta. He does not like hearing this is Sparta. Shu Young says this is Shoo Shoo. Now they are coming right up and in. Shu getting a little bit of damage jumping out of their cars. They are coming right up and in onto Synergistic. And did you guys see that graphics of the guy from Synergistics? And we have the Boba Lovers coming right up and in. And you can also see that we got somebody up on that Overwatch right above Shu Young's head. And I think that is from Team 10. Tactical. I have no idea why I said that. Almost there. Academy Blaze. And I did find Lucky finally. We finally got Lucky. Lucky is in Danching. He is playing for VP. Thank you, Traps. It's kind of funny that 3 minutes in your future, I'm going to be saying the same thing. Alright, so now here comes the Bubble Lovers, and then Nay going right up and over on top of Blaze's head. Blaze just watching it coming right up and through it, so now Blaze getting ready to throw the nades right on down, right on top of the Bubble Lovers. He does get Curry with that nade. Now here comes another nade, banking it off the shutters. And it gets Silas from Team Control. But now, here comes Team Control right up onto the Boba Lovers. This is Team Control itself and the Boba Lovers. How many do we have still standing? We have Merritt and Sativa. I'm not sure how to say it, but let's go. Almost there. Academy still right here. And the SMGs are coming in. So now here comes the SMGs. They do find Team Control Silas. Silas is now here. Here go. Sativa coming right on down and in into JBK. And here comes the SMGs. Calic are getting found, and Merritt is the last one still standing from that push. And so now let's get on over here and find out what happened with that. We got shot. We got slungshot all the way up and over onto this other side. So let's see what's going on right on over here, because now we have the Panthers. The Panthers are here in a fight with the Extreme Slayers. Nades coming down. We got the emergency covers coming down. We got smokes everywhere. So now let's see what's happening with the Extreme Slayers trying to come up and through. The Extreme Slayers pinched in right here between the Panthers. and the Golden Fire on the other side. So now let's go back on over to the Panthers. Sexflix right here. Sexflix, the last one still standing in all of this chaos and carnage, because we also have Made in Nepal and Equinox. But you can see that Extreme Slayers are getting picked off from the Team 15 coming right up on top of them. Team 15, the Golden Fire. Now it looks like the Golden Fire are going to go ahead and rotate to the south and to the west. Not necessarily coming up onto this hill ridge. So now Sexflix is still up here. Look at this. The Extreme Slayer's driving right in front of Sexflix. He's like, alright, I'm invisible. So now all the Extreme Slayers back up onto their feet, and they're just holding down this western side, and we still have 3 teams over here. 6 in a fight now. Let's see, where is this fight going on? This is right on over here with Eternal Esports. Eternal Esports down to Wicked, and now Wicked's trying to get that nade right up and over onto Team Control Stars. Ooh, I thought he was going to get that nade right in on Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Taste the shrapnel. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Skittles. Stop that. Skittles is the last one still standing for Team Control Star. And he is over here in the blue. And you guys already know that you got to get out of the blue. We are in stage 5. And at this point, the blue is the top fragger. The blue takes no prisoners, has no mercy on these players, and I don't think Skittles is going to be able to make it out of here. Oh. He is down to, yeah, I don't think he has time to heal, guys. He is too late getting out of this zone. So let me put this map screen up here. We are in the stage of Anarchy, guys, and it is Rondo. So any of these players that the blue touches, they pretty much game over. Almost there in a fight with Eternal Esports. So let's see if we can find Eternal, or almost there. Of course, they're over on the other side of the map. So let's see what's happening on the southern side now. Alright, it does look like the Golden Fire is still up here in a fight. Let's see what's happening with, stop that, still in the fight with Team 7, the SMGs, as the SMGs are coming up from that north side of the hill ridge. And Slaughter, he's getting out of there. He's moving pretty fast, guys. He's just moving right along. Let's see what's going on with Shu Young. Shoo, and it looks like they're coming right up in. Are they crashing? No, I thought they were going to crash over onto Team 11, but they're still working on gatekeeping Team 15 from coming in. The Golden Fire. And shoot. Oh, here comes all the cover. Here comes all the Doritos from the sky. I wish I could find the players that are actually fighting instead of all the gunshots being off in the distance, guys. Alright, let's check in out. Fly like a duck. Here we go. Let's give a duck. He's trying to hold off. He's trying to hold off the new push by the Golden Fire coming right up into these barns over on this western edge of the zone. Our zone is getting ready to pop. You can see that there are more emergency covers coming right on down, and one of them from one outside is not so friendly, and Chips goes down. So Chips is dipped, and now we got Slaughter and FUKU, who's gonna get me into some trouble. He's gonna get me in trouble. Look at this, coming out and around with that S12. The Golden Fire on fire, but now here comes the SMG on the push into the Golden Fire to third party this. And the Golden Fire are not in zone, so this fight is outside of zone. They are still coming right up and in on this edge, and there he goes. The last one still standing. The Chips. He brought his own dip this Fear me coming in from that backside. Shu Young, Shoo, you are hot tonight. He was a top fragger already tonight, and he's already up to 7 eliminations. The team up to 21 eliminations. Don't come at me, Ghosty. I didn't have to add it that time. Alright, let's check in on what? Wicked. Look at this. We got the Doritos from the sky coming right on down. We got the last 4 remaining teams. We have the SMGs. We've got Eternal Esports. Almost there. Oh, Shu Young. Who got you? I can't even keep up with what is happening over here. Axe from Eternal trying to come right up and in, finding those shots over onto almost there. And look at this Havoc with the tire squish, making some birthday. Alright, we are down to the top 3 teams, guys. Top 3 teams over here by the windmill. Let's see what's going on. See if I can get you a sky view of what is happening. We got almost there. We do have Made in Nepal and the SMGs. Let me go ahead and put it on the iPad so you guys get a good sky view of what is happening with this zone. And it does look like we've got the SMGs in zone there. They're right on the edge. So this patch of trees are zone. Here comes the Doritos from the sky. Ooh, Wiz is the last one still standing for almost there. We do have Made in Nepal. They are trying to figure out which direction they want to come on out of. So now let's see if we can get in a little better direction, see what's happening. Havoc trying to come up and around, trying to get those nades. Almost there, is now pushed outside the zone. Wiz, the last one, still standing for almost there. As all 4 of them from Made in Nepal are still coming into zone. Havoc still trying to get almost there. Wiz off in that distance. So now here they come right up and in. We still have Made in Nepal pushing up and in as a full 4-man team. Almost there, Wiz still off in that distance, and now there goes Wiz. And now Havoc getting pulled up on, gets 2 of them knocked, 3 of them knocked, and then Havoc gets knocked, and so now Shu Young, and I can't even click. You guys are so brutal. The SMGs still moving under gunfire, but look at these eliminations. Ghosty, come help me with this. How many eliminations is that? Let me see. 15, 28 eliminations. Ghosty, is this 28 eliminations plus 10 placement points? Is this 38 total points for Rondo? Woohoo! Coming in second, Made in Nepal with 5 eliminations, and almost there, coming in third with 10 eliminations. GG, almost there. Here you go. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. Golden Eagle Shoo Young. Twice tonight. Going all out. 9 eliminations. 945 damage. It's going to be such an honor to jump with him for a second time tonight. Going into match 4 of NABS Winter Finals Week 4. I will be right back. VRZ over here in a fight. Ooh, Claus. Claus is out. Let's go check in on TBA as VRZ trying to come right up and in. G-Muck. Yoko. Oh, look at this. We do have Yushen coming up right on behind VRZ. This could really hurt VRZ. if Team Control Star comes right up behind him, they will be pinched between TBA to be announced and Team Control Star. So it does look like Team Control Star trying to get on into zone. They were able to get VRZ to move out of that dip. So let's see what else is happening. Where else should we go? I don't know. Looks like our solo from Eternal Esports coming out, wrapping around, and may see you Shen up here. I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, somebody found you. I do see Valak across the way. Valak, I'm not sure if he's got that angle. Look, yes, he does. He's got plenty of angle right across onto Team Control Star. So let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there for you guys so you can check in on where your teams may be. Looks like Valak is still keeping an eye on Team Control Star, while the rest of them, let's see, what is Gmuck doing? Gmuck, the only one with an elimination for TBA at this moment. But that is at the moment. Claus did have that knock, and it does look like they got the knock picked back up. So I'm not exactly sure what Soul is going to be able to do over here. He's coming right up behind VRZ. I don't think VRZ is going to be letting him in. He is trying to get some extra loot. He does only have a level 1 vest, so he's he does need a little bit of loot, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Urza is coming on in. Let's check in on what Zayn is up to. He was the last match top fragger. Looks like he's just trying to keep his back clear and use up some of that extra 5-5, because he does have about 260 plus 5-5s. Golden Eagles in a fight now with the Silver Spurs. Let's see what's going on over here in our zone. Still closing up and around that power grid Picado area. We did move out of the power grid, and we're centering up on the Picado mountain range now. So let me go ahead and put that back up there, since we still have a few more minutes of time. And it looks like TLC. Let's see, who is TLC playing for, you ask? I don't know, but I'll find him. Alright, we do have almost there. Oh, I see right on down here the gold. We got TLZ Steezy. That is who we just saw. It's TLC playing for just for fun. What you doing over here, Trick? Coming on in. He's gonna ride that blue wave, trying to catch any of those last minute teams coming right up and into the zone, and he happens to be one of them. And it looks like he's getting shot at by Legion Neo Verdict. So Trick's not too worried about it though, and we do have some more fights going on. Let's see if we can figure out where this is. Zayn coming right up in our last match top fragger. He does have ooh, and Zig. Let's see, let's check in on Ziggs. Let's see what's going on over here. He did have that angle right up onto Urza Esports. This is Team 14, Aether Esports. They're down to just a duo on a 1-1 split with all 4 of them from Urza Esports coming up and in. Looks like Zink's getting ready to throw those nades up and over, trying to hold them off from that push. But here comes another team, and we do have Luffy up on the top of the hill. Let's check in on Luffy, throwing those nades up and over. Oh, and Urza coming on in and getting that knock. But now here comes almost there. They have not moved much, but look at this right on top of them. The Golden Eagles, they are right here on top of Urza Esports, not too far away from all these teams. We got Nexus Alliance coming out of Bigado, and this nade going right up on top of Wolf. Wolf is getting out of there, but now look at this. Nexus Alliance taking those shots right up and on top of them. go. Fallen Angels, Parola. Let's check and see if we can find the Fallen Angels and see if Parola is still over here. They were on this western edge. Let me see if I can find them. There they are. Oh, Parola, right when I said that, just got knocked, and now we are down to Jazaza coming in. And look at this, they are coming in between the fight of to be announced. Almost there, and just for fun, coming up and along this ridge line. Parola did have 2 eliminations though. There you go. Oh, this is not good for anyone. So we will let them agonize over that on their own. Let me go ahead and head on over here. We'll scroll on in just a little more, give you guys an idea where your teams may be at the moment. We got a lot of rotations going on. Some solos now over on that western edge, but we do have quite a lot of chaos right down here in the zone, right on the edge of the zone. You can see on the map that most of these teams are deciding to do the edge play. Small man taking those shots over. Oh, finds Lofsy, and now here comes Zoom's coming right up and in onto the small man, driving right at the small man. Welcome back, everyone, to the North American Best Stars. This is Winter Finals Week 4, headed into Match 4. Here are your scores. Still moving under fire. Winner, chicken dinner, 67 total points. Almost there, coming in second with 35. Almost there, Academy with a winner, chicken dinner, and 27 total points. Here are your scores as we are headed in to match number 4. We do have a few still missing, and our host Sarah is still up in that slot number 1. I will switch over when she gets out of slot 1, but for now I'm going to go ahead and leave this up here. Sorry, I was reading. You guys know I can't read and talk at the same time. I can't do anything and talk at the same time. I can't talk. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it looks like we have pretty full lobby. We are missing one still from Equinox, but that is it. Everybody else is in their seat. So we are about ready to start. We are on hard start, so we should be rolling out, rolling to make sure that I'm still in this match. I am, guys. I am in this match. Here you go. A few more seconds. Sarah's still up in that number 1. Let me see if I do it this way. That way I can keep track of both screens at the same time. Yeah, we still have one player missing, and Sarah's still up in that number 1 slot. So we're doing just fine. I'll leave this up here 1 more second for you guys. There you go. Whew. While I have a chance, I'm going to drink just a little more water. I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to Rondo. Rondo is so hard to chase down. Zoomy zoom! All I want to do is zoom. I see you tonight. I've been keeping an eye on you, Zoomy. How are you, Zoom? Big fan. Alright, Sarah's out of slot number 1. So this time we are going to be jumping with Golden Eagles and a Shu Young. 9 eliminations, 945 damage. He is playing with the SMGs, still moving under gunfire. So let's get on into this match. We'll get Shu Young up here for the second time tonight. Shu Young on fire. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it when you guys are on fire. Alright. Eventually we should load into Miramar match number 4 of 5. There we go. Alright, it's my fan Shu Young. He's nice and easy to find. He's right there in slot 7. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's on fire. Shoo Shoo, if you're out there, big fan. As you already know. Alright. 18 seconds for our 4th flight path of tonight. How was everyone's New Year's Eve? I hope you guys had a great start of the new year. Had some good times. And let's see, we're coming in from that northwest edge. Look at that, over the top of Trailer Park. We're coming in over Crater Field, Hacienda del Patron, all the farmland just to the north side of Hacienda. Going over the truck stop and dumping into the water just to the south of the armpit. So there you have it, your flight path number 4. Looks like we got quite the cluster coming off in that northwest side as well. So let me go ahead and scroll on in, see what we can see up here. Look at this. We have the boba lovers with Made in Nepal and Eternal Eastboards. We got 3 teams going to La Cabrera. We got quite a cluster going over El Pozo. We've got to be announced in the Chosen going into El Pozo, almost there to the western edge of El Pozo. Team Control coming in right behind Boss Esports to the north side of Monte Nuevo. So we had a lot of chaos going on. We've got the Panthers always going into San Martin, not too far away from Scenaria. So let's get on over to La Cabrera since they are already in a fight. And I did see that the Boba lovers, let's see what happened over here. So they're down to they're starting the match off as a trio, but they've already got a knock over onto Made in Nepal. We did lose RYZ. Let me check in on Optimus, see what Optimus is doing. Looks like Eternal all the way around them. JPK. Oh, we got that fight going down just to that north side of Monte Nuevo. Oh, look at that. I couldn't even click on it fast enough. So Team Control over here. JPK going down with 2 eliminations, but they should be able to get him picked back up. Pika Boy and Silas both getting an elimination. And I do think we got another fight. What? Look like Merritt. I saw that. What's going on with you over here? So I would think we should be able to get him picked back up. And now let's see what's going on with Curry. We do have Calicar down to about 5 HP. Trying to hold off the push as here comes Eternal Esports coming right up and in. Calicar running right in the middle of this. Gallagher, you get so lucky sometimes. Look at this, you can see Shadow from Eternal right there in front of him, and he gets Shadow down to about half health with that H32 soul. Gallagher down to 1 HP. His soul comes pushing right up and in from Eternal. Made in Nepal getting into this fight now. So Eternal also getting picked apart by Made in Nepal as they're coming right up and behind. Let's see what's going on with Soul over here. What is happening with you? You are just waiting to see where Gallagher is. And Gallagher on the other side of all of this. And now Soul is the last one still standing because Made in Nepal right on this outside. And Merritt coming right on in. So we're going to be able to get Curry picked back up if Made in Nepal doesn't get here fast. And they are already pushing right up and in here. Look at this. We got Kisuki right on top of Boba Lovers. So the Boba Lovers are getting surrounded. We did have JJK as a top fragger, but he's too far away to push up onto the Boba Lovers. Optimus is coming up and in though, so our elimination feed is still really quiet at the moment, so we'll stay here for just a second longer. Let me go ahead and put this map screen up here so you guys get a good idea where your teams may be at the moment. And it does look like Kazuki is, yeah, I thought he was right over in here, but he's now pushing right up and into the warehouse, and we do have an off angle from JJKK getting into position. He might have gotten into that position, trying to come up and through. Curry going down to the S12K. No, that was not Curry. That went down. Curry on the backside, right on over on this side. Let's see if we can find out what Curry is doing. Curry going down, and where is Gallagher? Gallagher, let me see where you are. Gallagher is the last one still standing, as all of Maiden Nepal are coming right up and in. Look at this, right in front of him. Oh, Gallagher. Alright, so Maiden Nepal coming out with 5 eliminations. 3 teams, 5 eliminations for Maiden Nepal, but they did lose a player. So we do have 3 teams over here in San Martin. Let's find out what's happening over here. We do have the Panthers in San Martin over here with Scenaria, but we also have another team not too far away, and it looks like Crowns was coming up and in, but they've gone ahead and rotated down and around. Let me see what else is happening. Looks like, what is happening over in El Pozo? What is happening over here? Player 1, the last one still standing, as to be announced. They're coming right up and in. And that was Valak. Valak on that peak shot. And we lost Blaze and Claws. Blaze and Claws. That's pretty devastating loss for to be announced. But we still have Valak and Jimuk. So they're going to get some of that extra loot. Hello, Valak. Big fan. Alright, so let's see. I don't really see anybody else in that fight, so we're going to go back. Ooh, we do have a fight on over here, so let's head on over here. Oops, that's not where I meant to click. Let's try this again. And there we go. Almost there. In a fight, JPK up on top of the tankers. JPK up to 3 eliminations. Trying to get those shots down onto almost there. JPK does have those sight lines. Trying to get that spray over onto almost there. Carnage, look at this. Silas. Silas is in almost a perfect trajectory coming right up and in onto almost there, getting out of that truck right there. Sees Carnage. Oh, Carnage going down to Silas, and so now we're almost there, down to just 11. Oh, 11. We saw you on that peak. So let's see what 11 is doing, because he is the last one still standing. For almost there. JPK on that angle. It does look like we should be able to get Silas picked back up. You can see his teammate headed right up and over there. You know, Carnage is letting them know that they've got him coming. Oh, look at that. Carnage getting taken out by JPK. JPK up on that ridge line. JPK does have that Overwatch view. JPK up to 4 eliminations. I don't think it was a squad wipe. The team is up to 6 eliminations, but we know that JPK is on fire. JPK. So let's see what is going on over here. Wolf is down and out. Ooh, now they coming right up and in. Silas still. Oh, 11! Hitting Silas behind that rock for the second time, but now they are coming right up and in, and Silas does not have that Overwatch, but Pika does have the backup, as we do have. Oh, he's going to throw that nade right up and in, and he gets him with the nade, and he gets Pika with the DBS. Oh, 11! 11 causing so much devastation over here for Team Control. Team Control, it is a 1v1 now. So now, let me see if I can get over here fast enough. I may not be able to do it. It is JPK versus 11. JPK throwing those nades up onto 11. 11 throwing the nades right on back. We got Molly's coming up and in. JPK on that edge, trying to get healed back up, but just when he gets healed back up, another nade coming down by 11. 11 jumping out, and now trying to get behind that wall. No, I would not get into that bunny truck because JPK will punish you for that thought. JPK looks like he hears him getting ready to throw that nade right up behind that shack, and 11 almost running into that nade. JPK still has another nade coming towards 11. 11 has a nade as well. The 1v1 over here is insane. Neither one of them wanting to give up the space, and now I think both of them are out of throwables. 11. Oh, the DBS delivery, special delivery, and I think that was a squad wipe for 11 onto Team Control. Jeez. That was pretty sweaty 1v1 there. Alright, let's go ahead and put that map back up there. There you go. And let me see where the next fight's going to be. That is our second squad wipe of tonight. And I do see the Extreme Slayers do easy. So we got the Extreme Slayers right over here with, I think that was Equinox. Yes, it is. Team 12, Equinox. Right on. Oh! Simple on that crazy angle right across. And now Rossi trying to get those shots. Rossi, look at that. Right in front of Rossi. So now we do have Winter and our F12 on that angle coming right up and in. Winter trying to get down and around, trying to throw those smokes, trying to keep them off of BM2 922. There we go, 9222. So let's see what is happening on over here. Those nades coming up and over there, just throwing the nade. 922. 922 and Winter going down to a nade as well, but fly by like a duck. Fly like a duck over here, trying to get those shots right over onto Rossi's head. Ooh, Rossi down to about 5 HP. They know that he's down low. So now Rossi, and we do have our F12 right on over here as they're trying to push up to try to get the eliminations onto the Extreme Slayers. They're still fly like a duck coming right into that nade. Ooh, he does get hurt quite a bit. Our F12 down to about 5 HP, trying to get down and out of the way, and Rossi's still on this off angle. Winter may be able to get picked back up with Rossi on this overwatch. So now our F12 trying to get this heal off, and they right on top of them. Simple there, right above you. Come on, Rossi, get that overwatch. And oh, he doesn't get the overwatch in time, but he should be able to get on out of there. Look at this. Get your head into the car, Rossi. Fly like a duck, spraying him down and out. Ooh, Equinox taking out the Extreme Slayers. So we do have another fight right on over here. Let me go ahead and see what's happening between the silence, as we are pushing up into the graveyard on top of Crowns. Unknown. Do you hear the footsteps? Unknown, because you got him right there in that building. Unknown searching the building. I think he hears the footsteps. They are getting ready to push right on in, so we'll stay here for just a second and see what happens. Right up and in. Alright, so unknown trying to hold him down and off, and Apparato Vargas, they're both down. Nightcrow and Unknown, the last two still standing. Nightcrow, he is trying to run across the wide open to get on over. Oh, the jump shot by Bams. Bam, a lamb, there it is. So there we go. Let's go. Let's see what's going to happen because we do have to be announced. You can see up in the upper right-hand corner, they are coming up and around. While we sit here for just a second, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in so that when I switch over to the map, you guys can actually see your teams instead of the little itty-bitty zone. There you go. Guys, there are your teams. We still have 11 teams. We are in stage 3, so we do have to be announced up on the shack, not too far away. We got Nycroy still all in this, so let's see if I can figure out where our next fight. It does look like the Golden Fire right on down here. These guys are outside of zone, but we've got the Golden Fire 666 from Team Control coming up and over the top. And so now let's see what's going on with Chips for the Golden Fire. Chips and Slaughter. The last two still standing, coming up and right behind Team Control Star. We did get 66666 knocked in there. Gonna try to hold him off. And we got Star coming up and around over the top side, trying to get over closer to Slaughter. Slaughter on his way down and out as Star is watching the rotation of his own vehicle of the Golden Fire, stopping right in front of him. Star hopping out, trying to get behind the hardcover of the rock. He's got Slaughter right in front of him as Skittles coming up and around the push up and in. And the bump shotty from Star. So now we do have the Golden Fire down to just Chips now. Chips with all 4 of them from Team Control, because Team Control Star, all 4 of them back up onto their feet. Right across from them, we got 666, and 666 is able to get Chips down to about 2 HP. And here comes the push. Oh, Skittles with the seed swap, flying through the air with the greatest of ease. And now Valak over here getting some knocks over on the crowns. Let me check in on the Valaks over here. Valak, what do you got going on up here? You got 2 teams over here with you, Valak. Not only crowns that you're picking on. Oh, Maiden Nepal's over here with you as well. So you have 2 teams, crowns and Maiden Nepal. Wi-Fi, come on, click, thank you. Wi-Fi right across the way, keeping his eye, stop. And keeping his eye onto that barn. But Wi-Fi, keep your head down, because Valak, if he sees it, he's going to take that helmet right on off. You may have a level 3 helmet, but Valak doesn't care. He is not racist against level, whatever level helmet you got on your head. Lad, I have no idea who you just eliminated, but I'm glad you're happy with that one. So let's check, Maiden Nepal there right on down here. So everybody's doing their thing, shooting some crates, keeping their heads down. We're down to the top 9 teams, and we only have 22 players in this guy. So let me go ahead and put that map screen right on back up there. You can see that we are really thinning out how many players are coming in these final zones. We do have Team Control coming up in Team Control Star. We got the SMGs, all 4 of them still coming on in. We've got almost there. The Academy team, Crowns, Equinox, Maiden Nepal, to be announced, almost there. And VP. Let me head on over to VP for Traps. There we go. VP. And I finally got lucky. I finally found Lucky. There we go. Lucky on your screen, guys. Alright, let me go. Let's see what's going on. I'll go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. We are headed in, and we are in stage 4, guys. So we got a bit of time. We got a whole lot of distance between these players. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave this up here for a minute for you guys. Does look like Fear. Fear found, ooh, the SMGs over onto Control. Where is this happening? Let me see what's going on with Shoo. Shoo, what did you find? What is going on right on down below you? The crowns are down below the red rock. They're trying to come up along the red rock and says, Shoo said, surprise. Surprise. And let's see what Fred's is doing. Fred's trying to get some of those shots over onto crowns, and you can see that the drop is coming. So the drop, our zone should be up along this area. Alright, you can see that. Look at this. That all of them from the SMGs are all just kind of moving right up and along. And we got Dr. Bunny in the house. Dr. Bunny coming right up and along. Dr. Bunny is a solo. So Dr. Bunny really doesn't want to get into he doesn't want to play with those guys at the moment. He's like, yeah, I'll just watch from over here. So let's see. We still have the SMGs all the way up on the top of the hill. Let's see. They are too far away from me. No, they are not. Let's go ahead and switch on over because we got Team Control Star coming up right to the north of them. You can see them on that north side. While we watch this for a second, I'm going to go ahead and work on this map a little bit so when we switch over, we'll be in better shape. Ooh, Fred's decides he wants, what is he gonna get, guys? He's just gonna get that gear and get out of there. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Ooh, almost there. 11. Look at 11. He's got the bird's eye view of everyone, and he's just a happy little camper. Keep paying attention to where everyone is, but he does have Made in Nepal. Look at this. Made in Nepal are all right here, right next door to him. So I don't know how he's going to get across the street and up and over there because he's paying attention to Skittles on that far angle. So now let's see what is he going to do? How's he going to get out of here? That's my question. And they're all made into, and the Dr. Bunny finds to be announced. I think to be announced no longer in Miramar. So they're going to be headed off into our tonight's, and Dr. Bunny is found. So all our players, we are in the stage of anarchy, and he is going to drive straight at Skittles. He was watching Skittles that whole time. He knows that there's one right up over here, and he hops out, tries to get the shots over onto Skittles, and Skittles says, surprise, here is your sandwich. Alright guys, down to the top 4 teams. We still have Team Control Star over here. We have SMGs almost, no, this is Vitality Pros and Made in Nepal. Woo! You Shen just take it. Oh, Shu Young with the mini, So now let's see what's going on with Shu Young. See what's happening with him. He has been tonight's top fragger twice tonight. So now he is coming up and around right behind Team Control Star. And he's, Team Control Star, Skittles finding him. So now Fear and Fred's the last two still standing. Fear just getting Fred's back up onto his feet. And they are all crushed right in here. If you look up in your mini map, we have 3 teams over on this eastern side. As on the western side of the zone, Vitality Pro are still coming into the zone. Let me see if I can get a bird's eye view of this so you guys can see that. We are all crushed right in onto Fear. And Fear goes out to Team Control Star. So now we are down to the top 3 teams. We have Skittles over here versus the duo from Made in Nepal. And a full 4-man team of Vitality Pro across the way. So look at this. They're just pulling right up in on the nade shack. Skittles right here eating that Molly. That Molly just right on top of them. Skittles trying to come on out of that shack because the blue pushing them on out. And we still have all 4 of them from Vitality Pro against the trio from Made in NABS. So let me get on over here and let's see what's going on. Dr. Bunny. No, this is not Dr. Bunny. This is Blaze. Lucky throwing those smokes, trying to hold off the sight lines of Made in Nepal. Is Made in Nepal trying to come right up in JJK, one of the nice top fraggers, and now Optimus is the last one still standing for Made in Nepal. Up to 10 eliminations, still throwing the smoke, still throwing the nades. Just trying to keep him off of him. He is in zone. All the players are in zone. You can see that in the map, mini map, right at the upper right. And look at that. He gets a knock on a Mercury. So now he's got 3 more still coming at him. So 3 more right up on top of him. 2 more. Did we lose another one? We did. So it is a 1v2 now. They're coming right up over the ridge line onto them. So now let's see. It is Blaze and Lucky versus Optimus. Optimus is paying attention. Optimus, that nade taking him down to about 5 HP. And there he goes, guys. Out. Coming in first, Vitality Pros with 5 eliminations. Made in Nepal coming in second with 11 eliminations. And Team Control Star coming in third with 8 eliminations. G top 3, GG's. Here you go, 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. Made in Nepal, Kosuke. 6 eliminations, 649 damage. So tonight's final match of North America's Best Scrim Winter Finals Week 4. We will be jumping with Kazuki from Made in Nepal. Be right back. Small Man and getting sprayed out of the vehicle. So now Small Man is the last one still standing for the Golden Eagles and up to 9 eliminations. But we still have Urza, the bunk boy, trying to duck and dodge as the Silver Spurs getting some tire splatter going on, coming right up in Enzo, driving over the top of them, now trying to get the shots over onto the Golden Eagles and a Small Man. You can see that we got a cluster, just a whole cluster of tags down at the eastern to the southern side, and we got a donut zone going right into the middle of this hill. And let me go ahead and put that back up there. Maybe one of the last times. And Enzo with the nade over onto Small Man. We are down to the top 5 teams. We still have to be announced. Almost there, just for fun. The Silver Spurs NA and VRZ Esports. So our top fragger at the moment, TLC Steezy. So let's go. Let's see what we can see. We do have almost there, right locked into center zone, trying to pick up none. That is Wiz. Let's check in on what Carnage is doing right over here as TBA are coming right up and in on him. But there's another team between Almost There and Carnage. Then we got Just for Fun right on the other side of this. Let's see what's happening. We got a Trick getting picked back up. Steezy, as I said, up to 4 eliminations. But here comes a wall of to be announced. They are right up on top of this. We still have 5 teams in this, and we are down as low as we can go. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a bird's eye view, because this is the chaos of Miramar. We got the side of the mountain, and we've got all these teams trying to come right up and in. Let me show you what I can see. We got TLC trying to come in, or Golden Eagles coming right in. Just for Fun is what I'm trying to say. Just for Fun coming right up between Almost There and TBA. We still have the Silver Spurs. Look at this. We have TBA, G-Muck all the way in there, back in that off angle. Carnage is the last one still standing for Almost There, as here comes TBA. Up to 10 eliminations. Let me make sure I click on the right one at this point. Here we go. We still have Carnage over here. Carnage trying to be quiet, but all of TBA are pushing right up and around them, as the Silver Spurs are still coming. Oh, Claus finding him right on in the middle of that. Look at that, up on that ridge line. Claus getting that bird's eye view right on down on top. Let's see what Claus can see. Claus getting ready to throw those nades right on down on top of Kevin, right on down below him, and Claus finds Kevin. So now they're down to, ooh, Master with that nade right up on top of Claus. Let's check in on Blaze. Hello, Blaze. Blaze Valak getting that nade over onto Enzo. Blaze pushing right up and in, and now it is Master right across it. TBA coming in first with 15 eliminations, 10 placements, 25 total points for this one Miramar match. Coming in second, the Silver Spurs NA with 5 eliminations, and Almost There coming in third with 3 eliminations. GG Dep 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, 19 through 21. Going all out. TBA Claus, 6 eliminations, 900. Right on down from Almost There. And now we do have a nade coming up right on over from TBA Blaze. Let me check in on our last match, Top Fragger. Right after this nade over onto Wiz. Oh, Wiz trying to throw those nades back onto Blaze. We are in the EMP zone, so these vehicles not helping out much at all. Blaze just getting a little bit of nan. Look at that, getting down. Woo, came right up and in, and now here comes the rest of TBA right when Blaze gets knocked. So now let's check in on our last match. Top Fragger coming up and around, trying to get those shots onto Almost There. Valak coming up on the other side, and we got Wiz right in this corner. So now TBA already up to 7 eliminations. We will be able to get Blaze picked back up, and let's head on down here and find out what's happening with Team 10, Team Control. We got Angelinka up to an elimination, and JPK also with an elimination right on down on top of the Legion. Team 21, Noah's Wild Ignis Squad, I'm sorry guys, and Team 8, which are condescending. But they do need to get into zone. They do have to move up and in. You know that Rhonda blue zone is nothing to play with. Alright, Angelica getting ready to throw this nade right up and over, but I don't think they know that condescending is right on this edge. Condescending may be able to see Angelica from this angle, so we got to keep an eye on that. Baby, down to about 5 HP. So let's see what's going on with this guy. It looks like this guy just keeping his head down. Why, baby is having all the nades coming right in on top of him. So let's see what's happening now. As here comes Angelica on the push right on the outside. And we still have teams way down outside of the blue. Nexus Alliance needs to come on in, as well as Hello everyone and welcome back to tonight's final match of the North America's Best Stars. This is going into match number 5. We got still moving under gunfire with 77 total points. Coming in second, we've got almost there with 41, and Made in Nepal coming in third with 40 points. Look at these scores, guys. Sarah is out of her seat. She's in the spectator, but she hasn't started it yet. I will go into the match as soon as she hits start, but go ahead and check in on your teams. Let me know who you want to keep an eye on. I know Traps is paying attention to Vitality Pros, and I keep trying to make sure I say their names right, because I've known VP as a different name for way longer. You guys know I already stumble over names, so you guys are used to it. I do try though, guys. I do try. Chillabram, I see you, big fan, Chillabram. Chilla. So this time we are going to be jumping with Made in Nepal, Kasuki. 6 eliminations, 649 damage. So let's get into this match. And I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there. Here we go, guys. Tonight's final match, headed back to Erangel. Let me find Made in Nepal. Kazuke. There we go. And all the way down in slot 18. Where's my mouse? There we go. Boop. There we go, guys. Your last match. Top fragger on the screen, on the flight path, and just seconds away from tonight's final match. And tonight we are for our last flight path, we're coming in just from the west of the quarry, going up and over towards Gaka Ruins, all the way across Severny, along that northeast edge. Whoa, I think we might have some chicken nuggies up there. I'm feeling like we're gonna, if there's anyone AFK, the Stauber teams will be getting some yums. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. Made in Nepal, already off the flight path. It looks off the plane. Looks like they are jumping right alongside of Equinox. We do have Equinox not too far away from them. Looks like they're headed over towards that ferry pier area. They should be fine. But if we look at this a little closer, there's a lot of teams right down in this area. We do have Team Control Star right here with almost there. Wolf getting pulled up. He's got a duo from Team Control Star right on top of him, and I think he may be a solo over here. Wolf trying to get on out of there. He does have that Scorpion. He just needs to get that reloaded. There he goes. Reloaded and ready. So he is trying to get out those windows. Trying to figure out the best way. Look at this. Ooh! Right on the edge. What a way to stay out of that while the rest of his team trying to get those shots up onto him in the Panther sex flick. Ooh, there goes 2 of them from the Panthers. And now here comes the rest of them. Almost there, pushing right up and in onto Team Control Star. And he jumps right up and over Wiz. Let's see if I can click over on. Why can't I click on anybody? 11 getting that shot right on through that window. So now we should be able to get Wolf picked back up almost there right on this backside. Yushen. Oh, Yushen goes down. So now we are down to 666. And Skittles hopping right on out of that, trying to get up and over. And now 666 driving right up and around, trying to figure out where all of almost there are. He knows that almost there are pretty beaten up. He knows his team did get, so 11 is on the roof, full house. So now let's see what's going to happen between these two. Does 11 have a good angle on this? And maybe Team Control start thinking about, nope, he is just repositioning so that he can see 11 up on that roof. So while we sit here for just a second while they try to figure this out, let me show you where the flight path was, where the zone was, and we got another team coming right up and in. And right when he does it, Chosen comes in. So now Team Control Star, the solo remaining Skittles over here in a fight with almost there, and the Chosen coming right up and in. Let's see what's happening with the Chosen as they are coming into almost there. 11 back up onto his feet. We lost Wolf. We do have Wiz over here without a helmet. Wiz doesn't even have a helmet on his head. So now let's see what's going on with Carnage. Oh! Carnage came right up and in, so now it is down to 11. 11 has 5 HP. He's got the helmet that Wiz was missing, so our Carnage, and so now he's taking those shots on the Chosen as they come up and around, and he doesn't get that. So now we're down to just Wiz in the crate. Not something you normally say for PUBG, Wiz in the crate. but sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. So let's see what's going on with Skittles. Skittles still coming up and around. Look at this. Skittles on the backside taking this fight with the Chosen. Oh! He was ready for the drop shot from a player 3. Player 1 and player 4 down really low in health in front of him. He does have a nade, but he also does get quite a bit chewed up from player 1. Player 1 right on that edge. Look at that. He can see player 1 so clearly, but almost there. Also trying to get that fight, or trying to get their teammate picked back up, and I just saw to be announced in a fight. So we are missing another fight, but I hate to come off of this. They're in a fight with the boba lovers. Where is that going on? That is all the way up in the boatyard. So let's see what's going on. I think we're down to just a solo. Curry is the last one still standing over here against it. And just devastate. Claws. Guys. So Claus gets 2 of the boba lovers, Blaze gets 1 of the boba lovers, and Valak gets the last of the boba lovers. And that was it. So now that we're really quieted down, I think they might be let's go ahead and get on the map screen. Let's see what's gonna happen. I do think that they're getting ready to go ahead and rotate down and around. We have a duo from the Chosen over here. We have a duo from Almost There over here, and Team Control Star. I hate to leave this fight with three teams and 5 players remaining, but we are missing on some other fights as well. The Silent and the Golden Fire now in a fight. And I think Skittles getting ready to maybe rotate on here. No, he's getting that nade up and ready. We'll give this another second. The Silent and the Golden Fire still in this fight going on over here. Look at Skittles. Gonna try to get some of those toes. It's awfully quiet over here. Almost There. Getting one of them from the Chosen. So now the Chosen is down to just a solo. As Almost There is pushing up and in. Wiz goes down in 11. Down to 5 HP. Gonna go ahead and try to get Wiz in the crate. Picked back up. And now we still have Skittles coming up and around with that nade. And Chosen right over there. The Chosen finishing off. The finishing of Almost There, but the Chosen now. Player 4 down to about 1 HP. Skittle is going to get that nade. Oh, nope. That's not the way to throw that nade, Skittles. And I think Skittles coming up and over the wall. Here he comes. So the final of all of this. Yeah! Skittles coming off the California coastline out of the 3 teams. So the solo remaining. Cat God also a solo way up in here. Sorry guys, I didn't get off of that. Cat God, the last one still standing against Team Control right up in here, but he also has another team coming up and in on top of him. It is the Extreme Slayers. So we got the Panthers, we got the Extreme. Oh, right up and in on the Cat God. So now we still have Team Control. Team Control up to 4 eliminations, and we still have the Extreme Slayers not too far away as well. And it looks like we got another fight going on with Equinox down here in Made in Nepal. Let's see how Optimus, how many do you have left? Optimus just playing with Made in Nepal. The last match, top fragger, the duo now for Made in Nepal. Let's see what's going on over here as Team Control, or as to be announced, picking on Almost There Academy. It looks like Almost There Academy trying to get away from to be announced. Let's check it out. Ooh, that fight. I forgot the fight over here in Pachinki. And oh, Nightcroy going down. So now we're down to Unknown, and they're up to 6 eliminations coming out of Pachinki. I think Pachinki is cleared out. Look at this, but he is still checking to make sure that there's no one left around for his team. He's got to get his teammates picked back up. Nightcroy picked back up. Emperado should be able to get picked back up. So Pachinki cleared out. Made in Nepal, fly like a duck. So let's see what's happening over here. As our last match, top fragger in the 1 stacks just to the east side of Gacta. So let's see. Oh, trying to get those shots as he sees those going out and around those corners. Oh, there goes Made in Nepal going out to Equinox, and we're down to 11 teams, guys. 11 teams coming on in. So we do have that fight that's going on between the Extreme Slayers right up in here with Team Control now. So Team Control trying to find, it looks like this Extreme Slayers right across the street down to just a duo. We've got Winter and Arashi over at the hospital. So let's go. Let's see. Ooh, we do have Silas and Peekaboo. Alright. Winter keeps pulling that pin and putting that pin back. Ooh, JPK, he can see you across the way. JPK right there on that edge. Look, oh! Lined up right in front of Winter. JPK, throw some smokes before you go shopping. Alright, so now we still have the duo coming right up and in. Peekaboo and Silas right on this other side. Rashi trying to push right up and underneath them. We are in the squad house at the very far west. He does get that nade right up and in. And so now we are down to Silas over here. Let's see what's going on with Silas as the Extreme Slayers are coming right up and in. He's trying to get the... Oh! To be announced! To be announced, coming right up and into the western edge of South George. They are up to 6 eliminations. The Extreme Slayers down to just a duo. Claus has been knocked, but we should get Claus picked back up. We got Blaze right across, and look at this. Winter gonna go ahead and try to get some of that. Now we got a fight with Crowns. Let's go on over to the center zone. Find out what's happening with Crowns right in Gaka. So here comes Fly Like a Duck. Fly Like a Duck is right up and in. All 4 of them from Equinox pushing right up and in on the Crowns. They know that they got the knock up onto the 3rd story. And they came right up and around. And now we do have just a duo over here. Look at this. Weefy throwing that nade right up and in, trying to get the nades up onto the 3rd floor. And here comes another one. And so now Weefy is the last one still standing. But we got another team coming into Gaka now. We got Almost There Academy. Almost There Academy trying to get some of those shots, the 3rd-party shots. And now there goes Crowns. And now Equinox is down to just a duo over here in Gaka with the Almost There Academy pulling right up and in. You can hear the sound of the vehicles as these teams are trying to get their teammates picked back up. These players almost have, all 4 of them are back up under their feet. Hello, Roxy. Good morning to you. Siphon just getting out of that nade. Gaka, once again, another team coming right up and in. Equinox getting found by Dr. Bunny. Lad taking down the Dr. Bunny with the nade. Now he's still trying to pull up and in. Zoom. Zoomy Zoom. I see you over there. Zoom trying to get those shots. Coming up just on the other side. Fly Like a Duck and Lad on that backside. Nades going off in Zoom's face. Zoom throwing those nades right above him as here the duo pushing right up and in onto him. That nade taking Zoom down to about half health. Zoom with that S12 trying to get the jump shots behind the shack where Equinox are all right there. To be announced, still up in that north or that western edge. Ooh, there goes another one. So now Zorn is down, just down to Zoom now. It is a 1v2 over here for Zoom. To be announced, finding the last of the Extreme Slayers. So the 4v2 finished off over in that South George area. We are down to the final 8 teams. We do have Eternal Esports coming in from that Cube area as a solo. We do have a solo from Skittles just to the south of the hospital area. To be announced over in that southwest. And the rest of these teams are in zone. Oh! Zoom. Fly Like a Duck delivering that 12 gauge sandwich delivered. Alright, so let's see what's going on with the rest of this now. So you can see, whoop, let me get that down a little bit and over just a little bit. There you guys go. I think you guys can see everybody now. And we are down to our final 7 teams. So we are only in stage 3 of tonight's final match. Looks like to be announced coming down that California coastline. Skittles coming up behind to be announced now. And I do see Boss Esports over here. Looks like Boss Esports trying to get those shots up the hill onto the Silence. The Silence coming out hot from Pachinki. So the Silence, I think we're up to 6 eliminations if I remember right. Yes, they are coming out of that Pachinki area. So now they are coming up and around over here to this farm just to the southwest of Pachinki Hills, the D Hill compound. And it looks like the Silence, if you look up in your mini map up in the upper right, you can see that the Silence are coming up and around, getting into position. So Emperado, oh, Kev with the car spray over onto Emperado as Emperado was using the terrain to get down and around, but Vegas is now coming right up and into this compound. Vegas on that other side. Vegas going down. So now we are down to Unknown and Nycroy. The final 2 still standing. And Nycroy trying to get across over onto Emperado to get him picked back up. And Unknown trying to cover for them. Is now we do have Boss Esports that need to come out of that compound. Let me go ahead and put this back up and let's check in on where our other fights are, because I see that to be announced is coming right in between Skittles. Skittles is still following them from Team Control Star, and they are coming up really close to Equinox. So it looks like to be announced is going to go ahead and rotate this western blue zone and do that sweep. But we also have Eternal Esports coming in from the north side of Gakka, getting ready to pull up into Gakka over onto Equinox. Equinox is getting surrounded by all these teams. It looks like Eternal is taking almost the exact same rotation as to be announced. To be announced was just where Eternal just pulled in. Claws now trying to get those shots over onto Equinox. I'm trying to see. Claws, you're not making it easy. Alright, let me go ahead and scroll that in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this action back up in Claws watching where Equinox comes. But look at that. You can see Eternal right behind Claws' back. They just went up and along that ridge line. Blaze is right over here. And Skittles is still coming in from behind. Skittles just keeping his head down. Following behind to be announced, and now Eternal as well. So now Blaze coming right up and in. It is down to Blaze and Claws. So look at this. Cab does find Emperado one more time. Claws on the seat swap. Oh, but no, it was Eternal Wicked. Eternal Wicked finding Claws off that seat swap. And so now Blaze coming right up and through the middle of all this. And I'm not sure what is going on with my screen, but let's hope it lasts. Alright, can we get Claws back up onto his feet? Yes, we can. So now, almost there. The Blaze from almost there. We got Blaze knocked over here. And Blaze over here taking those shots over onto Eternal as they come up into Vitality Pro. Look at this. Levo. Hello, Levo. What time is it there now, Green? It is 9:56 p.m. It's 10 o'clock at night. Skittles. Look at this. Skittles gets Blaze down to 1 HP. Skittles on this crazy play, following these teams coming up and around. Blaze versus Blaze. Look at this. Blaze is coming right up and in onto the other Blaze. He says, that's my name. And they coming to the fight. Ooh, he goes right up and over the top of Eternal Soul. And so he's still, now he's right in the path of Skittles, the seed swap over onto Soul. So now we are down to the top of 5 teams. We have 5 remaining teams. Claus has been finished. Oh, Claus, come back. So now we still have Blaze versus Blaze over here. So let's see, where is the Skittles? Skittles right. Oh. Nice parking job. So now look at, oh, right up and through. That was Mercury from Vitality Pro on that crazy jump shot right up and through. We are at the GACA Recall Center. So now we got Vitality Pro pretty much center zone. We are down to the final 4 teams, guys. Final 4. Let's go. It is not even March yet. Let me put this right up there. Give you guys an idea where everyone is, because everyone is in zone. But we do have teams pulling right up and in on top of each other. Let me see if I can get over to Fly Like a Duck. And that is not Fly Like a Duck. So let's try this again. There we go. And that still did not work, but let's try it this way. Here we go. Fly Like a Duck with Boss Esports. Boss coming right up and around. And now we are over here with To Be Announced. And our zone shifts off of the recall. And now we are right over here on top of Vitality Pro. We got Boss Esports, and we still have Blaze. Oh, they chased you down, Blaze. They chased you down for To Be Announced. Let me see if I can get above this and show you. We got Vitality Pro, just a duo now, against all 4 of them from Boss Esports. And look at this, Boss Esports trying to get all the way around. They are working their way up and around Vitality Pro in this very last shack. Look at this, and here they come, and they figured out where it is all happening. And so now Mercury, can you get another crazy shot? Let's get on over to Mercury. If I can get over there fast enough before this is over. Here you go. Mercury on your screen. We still have Zilla right on down below. Mercury eating some of those nades, but gets that first aid off just in time. And now he's, ooh, Mercury staying away from those nades as the Boss Esports is pushing right up and in. And, oh, the nade by Ronnie over on the Mercury. And now Zilla, the last one, still standing. And another nade by Ronnie. Ronnie with the back-to-back nades. Boss Esports coming in first with 9 eliminations. Vitality Pro coming in second with 4 eliminations. And To Be Announced coming in third with 9 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9. 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, going all out. To Be Announced, Blaze. He was blazing with 5 eliminations, 952 damage. And guys, if you want to hold on for just a few minutes, May is getting the scores ready for us. I will be right back. Region 8 and Esports. Let me go ahead and put that. Oh, baby, finding Angelinka, baby, with that angle. But now We got IUS coming right up and in. I'm not sure what this says, guys. If anybody out there in the world knows what this says, let me know. But it looks like, ooh, I think he's got that, had that angle up onto Silas. But Silas is right on top of this, and he knows now where, ooh, look at that. JPK came right up and in, is able to get the one. So now, baby, Silas just saw you. And we do have JPK coming right up in on the baby. They're both up to 3 eliminations. JPK down to about half health. And look at the jump shots. But JPK says, jump all you like. I'm up to 4 eliminations. So now let's go ahead and get back over to that. Get back over to that map while I head on over and find out where our next fight may be. We still have Region 8 in trouble up in this area. Soul trying to get that elimination onto Region 8 Gaming, but Region 8 Gaming, they are now all starting to come up and around on him over here. So let's see what he can do. The mollies are coming on in, and he sees Cloudy along that wall. Is Cloudy gonna pop his head out? Yes, he does. And, ooh, Soul does get Cloudy down to about half health, and we are getting, ooh, here comes that molly. Look at that. Somebody else getting that molly, or did I miss him throw one already? He's trying to get Cloudy right in between those mollies, and now VRZ was almost there. It looks like Dr. Bunny, and I'm not sure which team almost there Dr. Bunny is on, but we'll check in on that in just a minute. And we still have quite a few teams out there in the blue, and they are coming right on in. Let's see what's going on over here. It looks like we got a lot of chaos going on in that center area. So let me go ahead and put that map back up there. We'll go back over to that central area. I do want to stay in on this fight as Region 8 Gaming are coming up and around, but I'm not sure how much longer we should stay on this when there are fights going off everywhere. So let me go ahead and put that map up there, give you guys an idea what kind of chaos is happening in that center zone area. So now let's get on over to Team 12, which are almost their academy. So Dr. Bunny is on the academy team. I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure. But we got the zoom on the screen. All I want to do is zoom. All right, zoom almost came right up onto almost there, but he might have gotten calling back, because now here comes Team Legionnaire Verdict, Team 18, not too far away, right on down below, right below Zoom. So let's see what else we can see from here. It looks like Yushen from Team Control Star was coming up on top, but look at this. All of them from TBA right up. Are you just gonna shoot a couple of rounds of 5.5? I think that's not the first time we've seen that. And here you go, you get to see somebody just digging for gold, guys. And let's see, ooh, the Fallen Angels are also in a fight. Let's see what's happening over here. Claws looking straight on down onto Team Control Star. Claws in the car watching. Look at this. Does he know that Team Control Star is right there on the outside of him as our zone pops again? And so now let's go ahead and get in onto this. Don't forget that Claus was the last match top fragger, giving him just a few seconds of extra screen time love. There's nobody over on this eastern side, guys, so I'm not cutting off any of that, but there you go. There's your map stream. And now let's get back. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, still moving under gunfire, 77 total points with the win chicken dinner. Almost there at 41, made in Nepal at 40. There are your scores. Boss Esports with that win chicken dinner. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting North America's best stars. This is the finish of week 4. Come on back next week for week 5 of 11 for the winter finals. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting Region 8 AME. We will truly appreciate you. Have a great night. Have a great week. Stay safe and I will see you soon. Good night everyone.